All right. Oops. That's fine.
Crashed into a UTV in Burke. A person in the UTV died. Test results show that Dostal was driving drunk at the time of the crash. He had 5 prior DUI convictions, including 2 felony convictions.
A woman in western South Dakota is facing a theft charge for allegedly submitting false claims to Medicaid. Investigators say Jessica Scott altered
I will get ready here. 5 to 10 minutes or so.
The documents were for the South Dakota Medicaid program, Department of Veterans Affairs, and Department of Human Services. The Medicaid Fraud Control Unit has since recovered the funds, which will be divided between all 3 departments.
A Montana judge is now weighing whether to temporarily pause the state's law banning TikTok.
This heat.
The judge is deciding whether to issue a
I need that.
before the law takes effect on January 1st.
I love that heat.
TikTok cannot operate in Montana, and that app stores can't offer it for downloads within the state's borders.
I don't know why that one doesn't stay straighter. This is weird. Well, I don't know then. It's gonna. All right.
Well, it's been a day for raincoats out there.
Yeah, raincoats and lots of wind out there.
It has been rainy and windy, Perry and Kelly. That's going to start dying down in western South Dakota this evening, and by tomorrow morning, we'll have some lighter winds. Right now, cloudy skies and a few light rain showers in Sioux Falls at 48 degrees. North winds at 15 miles an hour. It's been cooler. We've seen a couple inches of snow in the higher elevations of the Black Hills. 33 degrees at Terry Peak. North winds at 11. And right now we are watching those rain showers in northeastern Kettleland, and here is a closer view of those between Watertown, Clark, Aberdeen, back towards Britton, Sisseton, and Millbank. And those are working their way to the southwest. In the past couple of days, everybody has had well over an inch of rain. And as of this morning, almost 3 inches in Rapid City, almost 2 inches of rain in Pierre, inch 35 in Sioux Falls, but down in south central Kettleland, 5 inches or more of rain in the past couple of days. Right now, 48 in Yankton, 44 in Watertown, 51 in Mobridge, and 36 degrees in Custer. Our winds start dying down from west to east overnight. We could see a few light rain showers overnight as well, with cloudy skies. 44 in Sioux Falls, 40 in Aberdeen, 42 in Pierre, and 31 in Rapid City. A few early morning rain showers are possible, mainly in south central and southeastern Kettleland. Otherwise, a mostly cloudy day with highs in the upper 40s to low 50s and less wind. Sunday is going to be much of the same. We'll take a closer look at the rest of your weekend in just a little bit.
Thanks, Megan. Palestinians in northern Gaza have been given hours to leave the region after Israel told around 1 million people there to move south, where border crossings remain closed.
Now, it's a sign that a ground invasion could be coming soon in response to Hamas's deadly terror attack last week. As Willie James Inman reports, security in the U.S. is also being beefed up.
As Israeli forces continue to attack Hamas targets from the air, Palestinians in and around Gaza City are fleeing ahead of a possible ground invasion.
This will be my last video. Everybody from Gaza is moving.
This resident spoke of being displaced like his grandfather during the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. On Friday, Israel told more than 1 million people to leave northern Gaza after Hamas attacked dozens of targets in southern Israel. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin traveled to Israel and met with the nation's prime minister.
America's support for Israel is ironclad.
In Qatar, Secretary of State Antony Blinken called for calm.
We continue to discuss with Israel the importance of taking every possible precaution to avoid harming civilians.
Here in Washington, President Biden held a phone call that lasted over an hour with relatives of Americans who still remain unaccounted for. It comes as the former head of Hamas called for a global day of outrage.
Despite security fears, demonstrations have been taking place in support of Israel nationwide.
We are here to stand with the state of Israel
and in support of Palestinians.
We are here to stand in solidarity with the Palestinian people and say enough is enough.
Extra measures are being taken in places like New York City and other cities to ensure the public's safety as the conflict overseas rages on. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
The U.S. State Department says it's arranging evacuation flights to get Americans out of Israel.
84 North Dakotans stuck in Israel are now finding their way back home safely. Most of them arrived back in North Dakota on Thursday, with the other half flying back this morning. The group was visiting Israel for religious tours when the war broke out. On Tuesday, they traveled across the Israeli border into Jordan. It took them 7 hours to get across just before the checkpoints closed.
As conflict around the globe takes center stage, people in Iowa learned about the importance of refugees in local communities. Each year, Lutheran Services in Iowa helps about 200 refugees settle into the state of Iowa. This week, 3 refugees who settled in Sioux City shared their stories about what it was like when they arrived. One of the people who spoke came to the state during the Vietnam War.
I was a new arrival back in the time when the boat people arrived in the state of Iowa under Governor Ray leadership. So I truly appreciate the community effort to help the refugee and immigrant here in the state to prosper. You know, I'm here today because of the work that people have done in many years ago.
Lutheran Services in Iowa has housed thousands of refugees. As wars in Ukraine and most recently Israel continue, states say they're unsure how many more will need help settling into the U.S. After the break, Republicans spent the day scrambling to find a speaker after their leading contender, Steve Scalise, dropped out of the race.
And later, the WH Land Fairgrounds have now turned into the Fear Grounds. We'll take you through a frightful tour of their haunted house straight ahead. You're watching First at 4 on KELOLAND News.
The latest news, breaking news, weather and sports.
All right, I'll get
KELOLAND News app.
started here since my southeast, here in Special Olympics bowling, I have the southeast area Tradeso bowling tournament. That's why I'm going to be live streaming now. So I know how to do it, so I won't have to do it for get it.
Tonight, starting at 8/7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Cold brings new opportunities. We're bundled up and ready at the outdoor campus. With ice fishing, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, there's still plenty to do outside this winter. The outdoors are calling. Carve your path at the outdoor campus, Sioux Falls.
KELOLAND winters can get dangerously cold. Help your neighbors in need stay warm this winter. Keep KELOLAND warm is calling all coats and scarves, all hats and gloves.
All right, so here we go.
Is calling on you to clean out your closets. Drop off new and gently used warm winter clothing at any Sioux Falls Lewis.
I can still watch it after when I'm done with
Look for a church or organization in your
my
area
game
to
too.
help. Open your heart and together let's keep KELOLAND warm.
That's DT. I'm Justin Long, and we're on the set of Goosebumps. So I'm going to show you the set. It's very spooky. So come along. Entertainment tonight. Next DT.
Tonight at 6:30 on KELOLAND TV.
Get insulin for as low as $35 at Hy-Vee Pharmacy. That's right. Manage your diabetes for less with insulin for as low as $35 per month. Visit Hy-Vee.com to learn more.
Really?
Welcome back. Republicans have chosen Jim Jordan as their new nominee for House Speaker during internal party
Yep, the
voting.
roads are
The
still
Ohio congressman now must
wet
secure
out.
support from the rest of his colleagues ahead of a House floor vote that could push into next week. KELOLAND News Washington, D.C. correspondent Hannah Brandt explains where things stand.
Congress is in chaos, with even lawmakers wondering who the next speaker will be.
It is a mystery that is yet to be solved.
Congressman Steve Scalise dropped out of the race Thursday night after failing to get enough support. Then Congressman Jim Jordan decided to get back into the competition, and Congressman Austin Scott jumped in to challenge him. In a closed-door meeting on Friday afternoon, Republicans voted to nominate Jordan.
I think I can unite the Congress. I think I can tell the country what we're doing and why it matters to them.
But to become Speaker, Jordan will ultimately need 217 votes on the House floor.
I think it's yet to be seen if he'll have the votes, and hopefully he will. Of course, I'm supporting Jim Jordan.
The ongoing battle is causing bitter infighting among Republicans. And until they elect a Speaker, the House is left at a standstill.
We've allowed emotion to get in the way of logic and in the way of the necessity to actually govern.
But Republicans still hope they can find consensus.
I'm for working out those issues and seeing if we can move forward.
The sooner they pick a Speaker, the sooner Congress can get back to work.
We owe it to the American people to get through this process as quickly as possible, but also with the rigor and the due diligence.
In Washington, I'm Hannah Brand. Other potential speaker choices were also being floated.
Some Republicans proposed
That's
Representative Patrick
what
Henry
it always
to find an interim
do.
speaker greater authority to lead the House for some time in the future.
The wind and rain are going to start dying down this evening through the weekend. We'll take a look coming up. You're watching First at 4.
I know it's gonna be kind of a little difficult when I'm wearing a sweatshirt, but maybe I'll take my sweatshirt off. But I have the inside shirt on.
So come on over and experience a real deal with Perkins Great Plates. These are 10 meals, all for under $10, which means they'll hit the spot and not your wallet. If that doesn't whet your appetite, just remember, Bacon Fest is going on now for a limited time, only at Perkins.
This message is sponsored by the Vern ID Mitsubishi Tradition of Caring in Kelloland. I made a mistake.
I did something I knew was wrong.
But I paid for my crime and turned my life around.
On my worst day, Jesus saved my life. I can't undo the past, but I've committed my life to helping others.
At Kingdom Boundaries, a Christ-centered halfway house,
they see my potential, not my past. But now they need your help. Learn more at kingdomboundaries.org.
This message is sponsored by the Vern ID Mitsubishi
Okay.
Tradition of Caring in Kelloland.
I was diagnosed with Leber's disease, which kills off your optic nerve. Previous to this, I did outbound sales. I drove a vehicle to stores and met with people.
Oh man! How do they
They have helped with any resources I have needed.
They have positive attitudes.
Missed it.
They want to work. Yes, they bring a lot of value.
It did throw a good shot.
Employment, disability resources really represent our community well.
Looking for something unique? Looking for something fun? Looking for something fashionable? Then look no further than the Goodbye Gals. Come in and browse our great gift ideas. Even the kids will enjoy it. Home decor and more. The Goodbye Gals, Watertown Mall, and in Clear Lake.
We are Kelloland, your home.
Welcome back. Friday the 13th in October means spooky season really is in full force.
And if you're looking for a haunting, the JCs can provide just that for opening night of the Fairgrounds Haunted House. Kelloland's Lawrence Solek got a sneak peek of the scares today.
Right now, I am in the JC's Fairgrounds Haunted House for the year. This year, the theme is 50 Years of Fears, a circus of horrors. And we decided to even take a walk through. And let me tell you, if you have a fear of clowns already, be careful.
Expect to see clowns, and you never know who shows up at the circus.
The hauntings begin at 7 tonight on Friday the 13th. Tickets can be bought online or in person coming up later tonight on Kelloland News. I'll tell you how these scares are for a good cause as the JC's biggest fundraiser. At the Fairgrounds, Lauren Solik, Kelloland News.
That already makes me scared.
Yeah, and of course, it's opening night on Friday the 13th. You never know what's going to pop out of those corners when you go through that haunted house there.
Well, at least it's indoors. Huh?
Yeah.
So
look good. And a lot of folks, I know there's some football games outside tonight, and it's going to be raw and wet and not the greatest. Nice to be outside. Some places we got an actual dousing of rain over the past couple of days. One of those is Huron.
4 inches and 7,700 in the last couple of days in Huron.
And we were noticing yesterday, even, there was an area kind of Huron down toward Mitchell, around Letcher, some of those areas that were expected to get a dousing, and they got it. 47 degrees right now, and here, north winds at 21 miles an hour. In the Aberdeen area, we also got some decent rainfall during the day today, and that rain will continue. 44 right now, north wind at 23 miles an hour. And this is one of those times, you know how we talk about how the weather always comes from the west? Actually, this evening our weather's coming in from the northeast.
There we go.
What the
Pins? Stop.
I'll show you why that is.
Floating up.
Downtown Sioux Falls,
What are you doing?
We got more rain now. We're just getting some drizzle, but it's kind of wind-driven drizzle. The winds are not nearly as strong as they were earlier. The wind advisories all canceled because the winds are starting to die down. We still have a white breeze out there, 15 miles an hour in Sioux Falls with a north wind, so it's not calm yet, but at least things are trending in the right direction. For tomorrow, could be a few lingering sprinkles or light showers, mainly in the morning here in the eastern part of Caroline. Then tomorrow during the day, I'm afraid it's going to be mostly cloudy. We'll have a north breeze, not as strong as today, but a north breeze at highs in the low 50s, which is about 10 degrees below normal for this time of year. Then on Sunday, mostly cloudy in the morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon. Light north breeze, again, the low 50s below normal for this time of year. Quick peek at next week. Temperatures should return to normal by the middle part next week. In the case of Sioux Falls, that means like the low 60s. But then there's a front coming through, so a chance of rain in the middle part of the week with a cold front that's going to push us right back.
All right,
to the 50s
in the low
and,
60s
next
in
week. So
Sioux Falls.
around a little bit. Here's what we have for temperatures right now. A couple days ago, we were at 72 in Sioux Falls, and right now we sit at 48 degrees, but it really is those arrows. That tells the story. The north winds are not as strong as they were yesterday, but they are still blowing. Within the past hour, here your peak wind gusts about 25 to 35 miles an hour.
All right, sounds like wind advisory is going to be canceled
now, I mentioned that the
for that.
weather is coming in from the east. You kind of see it right here.
Which I think
Here's
it's
Watertown.
probably
Watch, you
almost done.
See the clouds, the rain showers coming in from the east and the northeast especially, and even the case of Sioux Falls, it's all coming in from the northeast. The reason for that is center of the low pressure system, it spins like a wheel.
There we go. That was a good shot.
As a result, we have those. It's not very strong right now. We do
Perfect.
Just a few generally light showers, but with the winds and the cool air, it's not feeling the best outside. Here's a look at your futurecast for the evening hours. This is 7 o'clock tonight. Still some of those spotty showers and still that north wind. Then we head to the overnight. Things starting to slow down. That's 10 o'clock tonight. See the way the showers starting to break up. And by tomorrow morning, just sprinkles or light showers remaining, and then those will die out. But we are going to keep a lot of clouds, I'm afraid, during the day tomorrow. Even on Sunday, so it's not going to be sunny. It's going to be kind of gray, but it's going to feel like we're almost changing seasons. For tonight, we'll see more of those showers, generally on the light side.
Dude.
They will end our low tonight in the 40s, north winds 15 to 25, so winds not as strong as they were last night. And then tomorrow, we still have a north breeze 10 to 20, not so bad. There could be a lingering shower, otherwise mostly cloudy.
All right, got it.
In the low 50s. Rapid City, yeah, you can see some sunshine there as the clouds break up in western Caroline. The rest of the weekend's forecast and a look at next week in detail for Megan in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Jay. Well, a new installation could save more lives in Iowa.
It's a Safe Haven baby box that allows parents to safely surrender their newborn babies. Todd Magel with our CBS affiliate spoke with the Fort Dodge event about the importance of this box.
I will take that.
Fort Dodge Fire Department head out into the city to save lives, but soon
I
the
saw it
lives
knock
they'll be
the
saving will
610
be
out.
inside the fire department. Fort Dodge leaders are celebrating something special. The new Safe Haven baby box is officially open for business.
Every 3 days in America, there is a baby that dies, or there is a baby that is barely alive that is found. And that has to stop.
Monica Kelsey is a retired firefighter and
Lucky.
ex-military medic. She created the baby box concept. A parent can anonymously drop off a newborn at the fire station using this outside door. It's placed in a bed under a special heater. There's also a camera the dispatchers can use to see the baby. After a minute, an alarm goes off and the 911 dispatcher alerts the first responders a baby has arrived. It's taken to the hospital for further care and possible adoption.
It is unusual and unique, I guess, to Iowa, but it's right to the core of our mission of helping people in crisis and saving lives.
Kelsey says she feels strongly about her invention after her own mother was raped and became pregnant 50 years ago.
She gave birth in April of 1973 and abandoned her child 2 hours after that child was born, and that child was me.
Now there are more than 170 safe haven baby boxes across the country, saving lives every day. In Fort Dodge, Todd Magel, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
A new expansion of Iowa's safe haven law will allow people to give up their baby anonymously through a newborn safety device that places staff 24/7 with first responders.
After the break, we'll look at the stories that are trending on KELLOLAND.com. And coming up in the next half hour, we talk with the leader within the Sioux Falls Jewish community about the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas.
You're watching First at 4 on KELLOLAND News.
Join Bishop Donald DeCrude for Sunday.
Probably I need to
Mass,
take
Sunday mornings at 10
stunk
a.m.
it
Central,
in
9
there.
a.m. Mountain Time on KELLOLAND TV.
If it's in the store, it's out the door. Don't worry about shipping delays. Shop local and take it home today. Your local merchants have the inventory now, have the service you expect, and have a face at the place. Support your local stores. Support your community. Buy it now, get it now when you shop local. This Buy Local message is sponsored by KELLOLAND Media Group and these local supporters.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Every Friday, get a large sausage, cheese, or pepperoni thin crust pizza for just $5.99. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all.
Oh no!
1,500 pickups.
What did it just
5,000 total cash allowance on this
do?
Silverado with the Turbo Max engine. Visit HeartlandChevyTeam.com.
Wherever you are in life, you've got plans. You need a health plan that does more than cover you when you need it. You need Avera Health Plans.
Dude.
You need health insurance for today and for the future. Avera Health Plans connects to your life, your goals. That's coverage that keeps you moving and cares for you through all stages of life. Avera Health Plans, moving health forward. It's business as usual on the high school gridiron. And business is booming. Watch the KELLOLAND Sports Zone Friday nights at 10:15. Sponsored by East River Electric and Excel Energy.
Turning to look at what's trending, digital reporter Gracie Terrell joins us with a look at the top stories on our website. Good afternoon, Gracie.
Good afternoon, Perry. The first story trending on KELLOLAND.com comes from Dan Santella. He spoke with the South Dakota American Legion about the rape investigation involving the Mitchell Legion baseball team. And the American Legion said that the charges were disturbing and that they hope the alleged suspects get their day in court. And they also talked about some of the risk management that they have in place for hazing and mandatory reporting and stuff. And they're not sure whether or not a 2024 season is possible yet. The next trending story comes from Jacob Newton as he looks into how many lakes and rivers are infested with zebra mussels in the area. So right now we've got the Big Sioux River and the Big Stone Lake that have been infested, and Game Fish and Parks said that there have been 44 bodies of water in the state that have been infested with invasive species of fish, plants, and invertebrates like those zebra mussels. And our final trending story is people are really liking something that I threw together about the Pioneer Woman in South Dakota. Her son plays for the USD football team, so they were up here for D-Days last weekend, and she put this picture online. people were really
Wow.
liking that, seeing that she was
That was
here
good.
in our country.
Maybe your son cooks for his teammates.
Maybe, yeah.
So what's the appeal of the Pioneer?
Well, she's got a show on the Food Network, and she's really good at that kind of southern home-style Midwest cooking. My mom is really obsessed with it, so I'll have to let her know.
All right. Well, give us an idea about the story that you're working on for the next half hour.
Yeah, so Taylor Swift's Eras Tour just came out, and I went up to Madison to talk with the local movie theater about some of the fun things they're doing to kind of get ready for the event.
All right. Look forward to that. Thank you very much, Casey. Now let's send it over to Kelly and Megan for a look at your weekend forecast.
Well, it's high school football night tonight. I think it's going to be a little soggy out there for fans and players.
A few light rain showers are going to continue through this evening. Our winds are going to slowly die down overnight, but we're going to stay a little chilly. Those temperatures are going to stay below normal with those passing rain showers.
Dude, it keeps on pounding
Again, the wind
on
does
that
start
thing.
dying down overnight with a low near 44 in Sioux Falls, 40 in Aberdeen, 42 in Pierre, and 31 in Rapid City. For tomorrow, few morning rain showers that will quickly move out of the area. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies, 53 in Sioux Falls, 52 in Aberdeen, 53 in Pierre, and 49 in Rapid City. The Sioux Falls 7-day forecast were mostly cloudy in low 50s.
Oh, no.
Our temperatures do return closer to normal for Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday brings back a rain shower chance as well as some stronger winds. In Aberdeen, mostly cloudy and low 50s this weekend. Temperatures are closer to normal by Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday, a few light rain showers are possible. And in Pierre, few morning rain showers for Saturday, otherwise mostly cloudy and low 50s this weekend. Slightly above normal on Tuesday. Wednesday brings rain showers and stronger winds back. And in Rapid City, partly cloudy this weekend with those cooler temperatures. Slightly above normal temperatures Monday and Tuesday. Rain showers and stronger winds pick back up on Wednesday. That was a check of your KELOLAND live Doppler forecast. We'll be right back.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Papa John's, we never judge a book by its cover. But if the cover is a one-of-a-kind flatbread coated in aged cheddar, crispy shredded potatoes, and our signature potato Olay seasoning, we say judge the shell out of it. New Cheddar Crunch Tacos, only at Papa John's.
Looking for a new pet? Find your next best friend on KELOLAND Pets. Point your phone's camera at the screen now to scan the code. You'll see a listing of local breeders and kennels with descriptions and photos of pets. Scan the code on the screen now. Choose your next puppy or kitten from the listed breeders on KELOLAND.com. Let the smiles begin. Scan the code on the screen for more information. KELOLAND Pets, your home for puppy love and more.
Obviously, it's a terrible thing that he's going through, so we just want to help out any way that we can.
30 of some of the best players in the world.
I want everybody to have a book to be able to read.
And then to bring him here, I says, how did you handle that? I'll probably do this for a long, long time.
Thousands of entries. We were super shocked.
Well, I can still throw the same thing.
At KELOLAND.com.
It's business as usual on the high school gridiron. And business.
Well, I can still get it.
KELOLAND Sports Zone, Friday nights at 10:15. Sponsored by East River Electric and Excel Energy. Dear Detour, when life slings you mud, stay right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks. Stop by your local Toyota dealer to find out your trade-in value today. Toyota. Let's go places.
Good afternoon. The wind and rain will
will slowly start dying down this evening, starting in western South Dakota with a low near 44 in Sioux Falls, 40 in Aberdeen, 42 in Pierre, and 31 in Rapid City. For tomorrow, a few morning rain showers, mainly in south central and southeastern KELOLAND. Otherwise, mostly cloudy. 53 Sioux Falls, 52 in Aberdeen, 53 in Pierre, and 49 in Rapid City. We'll take a look at the rest of your weekend coming up. KELOLAND's First at 4 continues right now.
KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, First at 4.
Welcome back. Here's a look at 4 things you need to know at 4.
The Israel-Hamas war has entered its 7th day. So far, the war has claimed at least 2,800 lives on both sides, while thousands more are wounded.
KELOLAND Summer Roddershot met with the president of the Mount Zion congregation in Sioux Falls. He talked about what it's like for their friends and family in Israel.
There are a number of them that are soldiers. It's an Israeli duty that all citizens serve. So if you're an Israeli citizen, you are going to serve or are serving at some point for your life.
There we go.
It's terrifying.
Tonight at 10, we'll talk more with Forrest.
Now that's what I was talking
to people of a
about.
shared lineage and faith.
I got a strike.
For Rapid City and Pennington County are joining forces to help people who are homeless. The mayor and sheriff held a news conference this morning outlining their joint resolution.
They're also encouraging people to find ways to help those who are homeless.
And this is a call to action for our community, for service providers, for stakeholders, for community members to get involved, share their thoughts, share their ideas, and help us build the framework to meet our goal moving forward, which
why is
to
that
reduce
thing?
homelessness in Rapid City and Pennington County.
We'll hear more.
Excuse me, it took a minute. Why is it that so
The
close?
third thing to know at 4, the elementary school in Valley Springs will close its doors at the end of
I
the
was
school
getting
year
so
next
confused
spring.
right
It's
now.
part of a cost savings plan after the district's fall enrollment projections did not increase as much as expected.
And anytime you're working to operate a system in the most effective and efficient way possible, there are certainly...
That's why it felt a little different. I was like, what?
Those moving parts include sending the Valley Springs students to Brandon
But I was not even
Elementary
paying
until
attention
Brandon
into it.
2026. We'll find out what people in Valley Springs
Yeah.
think about their school closing tonight at 6.
The fourth thing to know at 4, Brookings manufacturer
Right.
that makes
Frame,
healthcare and surgical products is getting bigger.
7.
While construction on the expansion for 3M started in August, people gathered today for an indoor groundbreaking.
The first phase of the expansion comes with a price tag of about $158 million.
The construction underway now here at this plant means more space for manufacturing and distribution, more space for labs and offices, and more investment and growth here in Brookings, in the U.S., and in South Dakota.
Coming up on KELOLAND News at 5, find out what the expansion means for the city of Brookings.
You know, I went to that story today, and I was sure glad we were inside.
Yeah, it was still
raining,
Whoa.
breezy, cold. I had my raincoat on.
and it was still didn't help much.
Yeah, not fun, Megan.
No, but the wind and the rain will slowly die down as we go through tonight and into tomorrow morning. But unfortunately, that cold does stick around. Right now, cloudy skies and 48 degrees in Sioux Falls. We could see a few light rain showers through this evening. North winds at 15 miles an hour. And there is a look at the rain showers moving through mainly northeastern KELOLAND. If we zoom in just a little bit, it's between Aberdeen
I guess
and
tongued it in
Watertown
does
moving
not
to the
help.
southwest. In the past couple of days, we have seen plenty of rain. Nearly 3 inches in Rapid City, almost 2 inches in Pierre, an inch 30 in Watertown, an inch 35 in Sioux Falls. South central South Dakota, though, had 5 or more inches of rain in the past couple of days. Right now, our temperatures are cool, with highs in the 40s to low 50s, and those high temperatures will stick around through the weekend. For tonight, the wind dies down, few lingering rain showers are possible. 44 in Sioux Falls, 40 in Aberdeen,
42 in Pierre, and 31 in Rapid City. Tomorrow, the winds are going to be light. A few morning rain showers are possible, but mostly cloudy skies and highs in the upper 40s to low 50s. And Sunday looks to be much of the same. We'll have a closer look at your weekend in just a little bit.
Thanks, Megan. Last night, theaters across the country were packed with Taylor Swift fans as the musician released her concert movie. Digital reporter Gracie Terrell is here. Gracie, I understand you went to a local theater that went all out.
Yes.
Which theater was this?
It was Dakota Cinema in Madison, and yeah, they've got balloon arches up with all of the different albums, and they've got dressing up that all of the employees are doing. There's me with them in the, I believe, red red
what?
era. And
Are you kidding me? I did put that pin all the way up.
I got to watch
some
of the trailer in the surround sound.
How is it
surround sound, so
not
that
in?
is pretty cool. It's going to be exciting for people to see.
Now, based on all the photos I saw on social media of people going to the concert, I guess people are encouraged to dress up for this.
Yes, yep. When I talked to the employees at Dakota Cinema, they were very encouraging of people showing up in their best outfits and dancing and singing during the concert or during the movie too. They said one of the employees, she went to the concert in Minneapolis, and she said that it's not going to be the exact same, but it'll hopefully be a good compromise. Being able to go.
So when are the showings? When can people see it?
So people can see the show in Madison from Thursday to Sunday for the next 4 weeks. About so that weekend time, and there is also going to be a couple of 18+ nights at 9:45 there too for some of those adult Swifties.
Okay, well, sounds like a lot of fun for the Taylor Swift fans. Yes. Thanks a lot, Gracie. You can read her full story in a KELOLAND.com original. It's on our website right now.
After the break, the new planetarium at Sioux Falls is just opened, and already it's putting on a big celebration for this weekend's Ring of Fire eclipse. Plus, Megan is back with another check on your weekend forecast and when the rain will finally stop. You're watching First at 4.
Be ready for changing weather conditions with the KELOLAND Storm Tracker app. Find current conditions, hour-by-hour forecasts, and interactive radars. Download for free now.
For News Nation, every city, every community has a voice.
No!
The everyday American
not
counting
that.
A team of people who understands not what the big metropolitan cities care about, but the heartland all across America.
That's not how I do that. I did do it right. Oh, what? Now it went on the
Weekday mornings at 6
God, you got me kidding me?
Auction. The Last Chance Auction Company's kickoff to hunting season.
Oh my! Okay, I'm getting out of.
October 20th, featuring the Tim Mascara collection. Go to Last Chance.
Chill out for a little bit.
KELOLAND winters
Dang it.
dangerously cold. Help your neighbors in need stay warm this winter. Keep KELOLAND
What
warm
is
this
my
winter. All coats and scarves,
problem?
all hats and gloves, all boots and blankets.
Dang it!
Keep KELOLAND warm is calling on you to clean out your closets.
I am
Drop off new and gently used warm winter clothing at any Sioux Falls Lewis store or the St. Francis House. Not in Sioux Falls.
what?
Look for a
Did it
church or organization
move?
in your area to help. Open your heart and together let's keep KELOLAND warm.
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her. Hey, fellas, don't do that. Put on your cute way. Big Ed. 5 days a week, you'll be saying, what the feud? You're just my little piglet. There's no way to fix that.
Weekdays at 3 and 3:30.
I've been doing this all the time, dude. Oh shoot! I moved that thing. Or not, but
Welcome back. Tomorrow, an annular eclipse,
I don't know.
also known as a Ring of Fire will make its way across the country.
KELOLAND's Julia Lynn went to a place in Sioux Falls that's having a special event for
I
people
done
to
it
watch
again.
the rare sight.
Here at the Washington Pavilion, a live viewing of the rare Ring of Fire eclipse will be held here tomorrow inside their new planetarium.
So an annular eclipse, the one we're going to see tomorrow,
Yeah,
is
and
a special eclipse because the moon is
not
further away.
a great idea.
We'll get to see a
God,
ring
you
of the sun
stupid
around the
brain.
moon. That's the Ring of Fire. That's where it gets its name.
They have special glasses for those who wish to see the eclipse from outside. However, they say inside the planetarium is where you'll have the best view. We'll show you more what to expect coming up later tonight. In Sioux Falls, Julia Lynn, KELOLAND News.
Your viewing options are going to be much better indoors at the pavilion than being outside, though, unfortunately, right?
Yes, they are. We have thick cloud cover now, and that's going to last through the weekend. So, of course, that Ring of Fire's
not great eclipse weather.
No, not around here anyway. Right now, that thick cloud cover moving through KELOLAND. We'll try to get some breaks in
Oh,
western
it's
South
live
Dakota
streaming, you
through
brain.
the weekend, but mostly cloudy skies.
Which my
Right now,
brain
cloud
does
cover
not work.
In Aberdeen at 47, north winds at 19 miles an hour. We could see a few light rain showers throughout the evening. And in Pierre,
God,
the cloud
don't
cover
get pissed
46
off in
degrees,
the
north winds at 19. And in
live
Rapid
streams.
City, a little bit of a break over the Black Hills at
Ugh.
47 degrees. North winds at 23 miles an hour. Here is a look at our current temperatures: 46 in Yankton, 44 in Watertown,
And watch
51
it
in
for my,
Walbridge, and 36 in Custer. We had some very strong winds in the last 24 hours with peak gusts at 55 in Mitchell, 53 in Pierre and Phillip, and 46 in Sioux Falls. That strong wind is going to start dying down as we head into tonight and
Don't
tomorrow.
change those kind of
Right now,
moods.
watching those rain showers mainly in northeastern KELOLAND, and if we zoom in there, between
Get that
Watertown
one.
down towards Castlewood, Clark, and Redfield is where those heavier rains are right now.
Ugh,
Those
I
will
need a
continue
break.
moving through our area as we go into this evening. Here on Futurecast, this system does sit and spin over us, but it will start clearing out overnight. By tomorrow morning, just a few light rain showers, mainly in south central and southeastern KELOLAND, where we've already seen several inches of rain in the last couple of days. So for your Saturday and Sunday, mostly cloudy skies.
Why is it kept on
For tonight, that
changing
wind does start dying down
all my
slowly
moods?
from west to east. A few light rain showers will linger. 44 in Sioux Falls.
I'm still a
40
very
in
nice,
Aberdeen, 42 in Pierre, and
person.
31 in Rapid City.
But
and then tomorrow,
my brain
light
does not
winds
work.
Trying to clear out some of the clouds in western South
It was
Dakota.
not even paying
Few
the,
morning rain
my
showers
brain
in
that
south
was
central
not
and
paying
southeastern KELOLAND,
attention.
53 in Sioux Falls, 52 in Aberdeen, 53 in Pierre, and
My brain has
49 in
to
Rapid City.
learn this.
Much of the same on Sunday. Partly cloudy skies in central and western South Dakota. Mostly cloudy in the east. Our winds are going to stay light, mainly out of the north, though. 52 in Sioux Falls, 53 in Aberdeen, 53 in Pierre, and 56
Oh,
in
damn.
Rapid City. The Sioux Falls 7-day forecast, our weekend is going to stay chilly, but we do start warming back up by Tuesday with temperatures near normal. Rain
Yeah.
showers and stronger winds do pick up on Wednesday. In Aberdeen, mostly cloudy and cool this weekend. Temperatures returning to near normal Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday could see a few light rain showers returning to the forecast. And in Pierre, partly to mostly cloudy
That
and
does
cool
not
this weekend.
help of
Temperatures
my
near
moods.
normal with 69 coming on Tuesday. Wednesday,
God.
stronger winds and rain showers return to the
Oh, good.
forecast,
Someone
and we
dropped a
drop
leg,
back
which
to the
I am
upper
proud of that.
50s and low 60s. And in Rapid City, dry skies through Tuesday. High of 71 though on Tuesday.
Well, maybe I
Chance
should have
of
probably
rain
learned it to
showers
stay
and
in
stronger
the
winds on Wednesday with
right side.
cooler temperatures. We'll take another look at your 7-day forecast in a little bit.
Thanks a lot, Megan. Fire departments across the country are observing fire
Why is my
prevention.
brain does not learn?
Cooking safety, but Sioux Falls Fire Rescue
I have
also
some
using
brain
the occasion to install smoke alarms.
problems.
We visited 132 homes, put in 475 smoke alarms in those homes, and we also installed 12 bed shakers for the deaf and hard of hearing.
The smoke alarms are free of charge to Sioux Falls residents. The department has installed 20.
Okay, I don't know what that means then.
Of the year.
Well,
we'll hear from a firefighter who is part of the installation crew tonight on KELOLAND News at 5. Still to come, KELOLAND Sports Director Brad Sweeter joins us in
well,
with the preview
thanks for dropping a like. It's not me that's changing it. You know what that was? It's my brain that has problems, and it does not learn it. Like, brain, don't destroy it. Which I already think about that. I don't want to destroy things.
Today, local hiring is more challenging than ever. With HireClick, you now
My brain does not learn it, which is going to learn it
HireClick is an
today.
hiring solution that gives you full control of
God.
the hiring process.
I wish I'll stop changing of all my modes to here. Okay. It's not on my fault though. But the goodness, it has that current on that. If you've seen that one, don't do that. If you're having trouble, take a break. That's what I'm doing right now. At least this Pro detected that. That's why you needed a curtain with that, so the bowling ball does not hit the machine. That's why it's Pro detecting it with that curtain, so it's safe. So you won't have to worry about that. That's what they've been thinking to have that. If that ball bounce hit the machine without a current, then yeah, it's bad. That's why you need a current just like this. Okay. Yeah, someone took a peek at it, which that is probably a good thing. Well, I know. I wish I would stop this. Not to on streams.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Because my brain is being lame.
And for more about that,
let's try throwing straight instead.
Joining us now. This is exciting, Grant.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, or do it just something like that. God, my brain is being a dummy.
They played their first 2 games, as Perry mentioned.
If the laptop is there, I shouldn't stay in the right side then. Actually, I think that would be a split spare shot.
He simply said, "We got to score, right?" He said that's the first thing is find a way to score.
Even this machine is happy with that. That is Pro detected that.
Strength a lot of the time. It's hard to score when they do that. So they're looking forward to getting it home. It's not their true home, but
it's still good. No any problems with that. Let's see what happens
not a
here.
true home game, but they will have a home field advantage on campus later on in the season, right?
Yes, they will. You know, they have the Midco Arena that they're building, and it looks like a state-of-the-art.
I am pretty sure.
South Dakota doesn't have. You know, they have the Premier Center, which adjusts
like
well to hockey.
the current is strong.
This weekend, but getting to see the Midco Arena when
Well,
that's complete,
at least
it's
no.
The first 5 games are at the Premier Center. That goes into early January, and then January 26th will be their first home game.
Oh. Wait,
at their
what
new
the?
arena, which we're certainly looking forward to that.
I'm sure that'll be a big night for Augie and
Okay,
Augie
that
fans.
is way
All right, thanks a lot,
banded
Grant.
out.
The KELOLAND Sports Zone returns tonight with highlights from 13 games. That includes our live stream game of the week, which starts at the top of the hour. Ian Sachs will provide play-by-play between Jefferson
I had
and
to
Brandon Valley. Another
fix that
key
lane.
is the viewer's choice.
Is
game
this
of the
not
week
even that
features the
straighter?
Bowl between West Lion and Central Lion, George Little Rock. You can catch highlights from all the games on KELOLAND Sports Zone tonight at 10:15.
After the break, we'll tell you, we'll who will be this year's musician will be at the South Dakota Cattlemen's Foundation Primetime Gala.
And we'll have a final check of your 7-day forecast with a few warmer temperatures for the first part of next week. You're watching First
I
Step
think that it will work. I think that paper was really holding that thing. Oh, we'll see.
9 a.m. Mountain
Oh, geez.
Time on KELOLAND TV.
Okay, that is way over that. Oh, well, I don't. That's not fair. Why is it? Dang it. Hey, so how come it's neither the straighter? Oh, maybe the lane is crooked. Oh, I guess I shouldn't fix that lane.
Wondering where to go to complete your next home improvement project? Look no further than the all-new Home Ideas app, now available in the Apple and Google Play app stores. The free Home Ideas app is your gateway to experience the best local remodeling, landscape, interior design, plus many other experts in action. Download the app today or tune into Home Ideas.
Oh, no.
Right here on Kello.
What are you doing?
Or Sundays at 9 a.m. on Kello Extra.
Be ready for changing weather conditions with the KELOLAND Storm Tracker app. Find current conditions with hour-by-hour forecasts on temperatures, precipitation, and wind.
My lane does not even
when to go outside
stay
or stay inside. And plan your
straight
week
line.
with a 7-day forecast. The interactive radar includes KELOLAND Live Doppler HD radars, allowing you to track storms like
No,
never
that
before.
still is way
Stay ahead of
off.
changing weather conditions with the KELOLAND Storm
Why
Tracker
you
app.
lane?
Download free now.
This lane always lies to
Part
me
of the new
every
senior living
single
complex at Fort
time.
Pierre will open late next month. Contractors are finishing up work in some
My
areas of the
lane
Peaceful
always
Pines
sucks.
Senior Living. It will offer independent living as well
But
as
not the string
assisted
fence there.
living
It's
and
just that
memory care
lane is
units.
now.
HME Care will operate Peaceful Pines. The company currently has senior living communities open in
That's
Millbank
still the same.
and Rapid City. It has more facilities under construction in Spearfish,
Yep.
Madison, Huron,
It still
and
is. Dang it.
The South Dakota Department of Education launched
What
a
the heck
campaign
is
last
going on
fall to
with
promote
in this
school
lane?
attendance. Now, a new report shows that
Gosh,
the campaign
my lane
made
does not learn.
school attendance by students who are economically disadvantaged increased by 4% during the last school
Gosh,
year.
I wish my
It increased
lane
by more
does
than
not
2 points for English language learners.
move.
The overall attendance rate of 86% did not change. School attendance started decreasing with the COVID-19 pandemic. Digital reporter Ray Yost digs into the report and test scores in a KELOLAND.com original story on our website right now.
The South Dakota Cattlemen's Foundation has announced the musician who will perform at this year's gala.
Well, I guess
Country music singer
I shouldn't
Parker
probably
McCollum will
done
take
that
the stage
before
on
I
June
was going to
22nd
start
at the
that
Denny
thing.
Sanford Premier Center. The annual concert raises money for Feeding South Dakota. Tickets go on sale next Friday.
This weekend, Brookings will be taken over by Jackrabbit fans. Tomorrow is Hobo Day at South Dakota State University. The day begins with a Hobo Day parade along Madera Avenue and ending in downtown. The parade starts at 9:30
Holy
in
cow,
the morning.
dude, that was
There'll
long.
be a few streets closed off near the parade route. Then at 2 o'clock, the Jackrabbits will take on the University of Northern Iowa at Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium.
Let's get one more check of your weather. Some impressive rain totals there, Megan.
Yes, they are. In the past 48 hours,
There
as
we
of
go.
this morning, some places in south central KELOLAND have seen 5 or more inches of rain. We had 3.5 in Chamberlain, 1.5 in Mitchell, 1.35 inch in Sioux Falls, almost 2 inches in Brookings, but those 5-inch plus numbers in south central are pretty impressive. And we have a few more light rain showers passing through for this evening, tonight,
All good
and
now.
early tomorrow morning.
But
those will move out of the area.
I know.
early
I'm
tomorrow
a
morning,
big.
and our winds are going to
How was the
die down.
Ori Game
So for
5?
tonight, breezy in 44 Sioux Falls, 40 in Aberdeen, 42 in
It's going
Pierre,
so
and 31
fast.
in Rapid City. The Sioux Falls 7-day forecast, mostly cloudy and cool this weekend with highs only in the low 50s. Temperatures return to a near
Probably
normal
into
Tuesday
me
and
is-
Wednesday, bringing stronger winds and rain showers on Wednesday. And in Aberdeen, mostly cloudy and low 50s this weekend are near normal temperatures in the low 60s
There.
for Tuesday and Wednesday. Rain showers return
That
on
looks
Wednesday as
a
well.
lot
And in Pierre,
better.
mostly cloudy and low 50s this weekend. Upper 60s coming on Tuesday before that chance.
Oh my
stronger
God.
winds picks up on Wednesday, dropping our temperatures
Oh, I
back to
should've
the
took
upper
deep
50s
breaths.
and low 60s. And in Rapid City,
Jeez.
partly cloudy and cool this weekend. Low 70s by Tuesday, but that wind and
Well,
rain
that
returns
doesn't
on
help.
Wednesday, helping drop those temperatures back
What
into
the-
the upper
you dummy
50s to
nail.
mid 60s by Friday.
All right, thank you, Megan, and thanks for watching First and Four.
We'll be back in just a few moments.
Oh shoot! What am I doing? God.
The new CPS game, Raid the Cage. It's pretty simple. You get in, you get out, you can get rich. I mean, both Damon Wayans Jr. gets it. Get in, get out, get rich. And looky here, co-host Jeannie Mai, she gets it too.
Get in, get out, get rich.
Pretty soon, everyone will be in on the fun.
Get in, get out, get rich.
Raid the Cage premieres tonight at 9, 8 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Every Friday, get a large sausage, cheese, or pepperoni thin crust pizza for just $5.99. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
Hold on, you two. You're not going on vacation again.
We might be 65, but
We're still feeling alive.
With Health Partners Freedom Cost Plans, you've got a partner who gives you more benefits than ever. Like dental, vision, hearing, fitness, and over-the-counter allowances. Plus medical coverage for domestic and international travel.
I plan every activity to the minute. Carol.
A vacation with your father is no vacation at all. I'm coming.
Health Partners Medicare Plans. Health Partners, your partner for good.
Congratulations, Harrisburg. Congratulations, Sioux Falls Christian. Congratulations, Gregory. Your 2023 Yellow Cup winners. Now, the quest for the cups begins again. Follow your school all season long at KelloLand.com. The Kello Cup, honoring exceptional athletic achievement in high school sports. Where can you find KelloLand on the go? Anywhere you are. At home, on the go. Start your day with the latest news and weather.
No, don't get in the gutter. Oh my God. Seriously, ball? I did not throw it that hard. Why do you bounce back for?
Spray of light showers with that north wind.
See, it looks wired to go in.
The system start to wind down
I
from
don't know why
west
it
to
doesn't
east.
go
Sunny
back in.
breezy, the wind's not as strong as last night. Low tonight, 44 Sioux Falls, 40 Aberdeen, 42 in Pierre, 31 in Rapid City. Then tomorrow we'll see maybe a few
All right,
sprinkles
then.
of light showers, and then a mostly cloudy rest of the day. It's gonna be cool. 53 Sioux Falls, 52 Aberdeen, 53 in Pierre, 49 in Rapid City. Temperatures on Sunday about the same as this. A little warmer to start next week. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. KelloLand News starts now.
Live from KelloLand Media Group. KelloLand News at 5.
A major healthcare supply manufacturer is expanding its footprint in Brookings. We'll take you to the groundbreaking for 3M.
And taking extra steps to prevent a house fire. The theme of this year's Fire Prevention Week ahead. Good evening. A manufacturing plant in eastern South Dakota is expanding.
3M and Brookings makes medical and surgical products.
Okay,
Tonight we look
I
at
still.
what's included in the project and what
Well,
it
it's
means
because
for
my max score is 224,
3M plant in
and still no any open frames, which that was good.
So many times you can't go
I
through a
shouldn't
day or a couple of hours without
change
picking
it
up a
off on
product
my
or
bad
something that's
moods.
useful in our
I'm
day-to-day
a
lives
big
that's
dummy.
incredibly important for the American people.
Now the Brookings location is about to get even bigger. Today, local, state, and federal leaders gathered in for a
There we
groundbreaking
go.
celebration
I
of
got
the
it back.
expansion. Construction started this summer on phase 1 of the project.
It includes a shipping dock and warehouse.
I'm back.
About $158 million investment. It includes some warehouse, office space, and some production space as well.
The Brookings mayor says the expansion is huge for the city. He says local leaders are working on addressing some of the needs.
All right,
that
well,
come
it
along
kind of
with
looks
such
a
as
lot
childcare
better.
and housing.
Maybe that lane on that, on the inside, it's probably not even that straight enough. But the straight pincer is good. It's because I had to move the lane. That's all that I am doing.
The expansion is expected to be complete in 2025.
Oh, that's why it doesn't get that straighter.
County are requesting more information from the Department of
Dang
Corrections
it.
Secretary Kelly Wasco regarding the state's intention
Oh
to
my
buy
gosh.
state-owned land to build a new
Hang on.
prison.
I don't know what the biggest deal was.
Commission Administrative Officer Steve Rasmussen, the 5-member governing board, says it did not receive advance notice of plans for the new prison. The news release says the county needs further information to
The
adequately
heck?
address the community's questions and concerns.
I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's not even all the way to the bottom. That's why I was getting so confused. I was like, what? Okay, I figured out it delays. That thing was not all the way to the bottom.
So it's just kind of blustery. It's not the greatest night for outdoor football. 49 degrees right now in Sioux Falls. We've had a little drizzle, some light rain showers. 49.
Oh my God! Why is it going way right?
Misery index, well, something like that. You know, water challenge has some showers, especially in the northwest side.
I was not supposed to do that.
It's rainy in Redfield. That rain coming in
Jeez,
from the
why
east.
is it missing the
trees is still a blow
head
pretty good.
pens
The
in
in the
this
Redfield
game?
area. Out toward western South Dakota. Rapid City right now, 47 degrees north wind at 21 miles an hour. Rapid City,
I've been having a
past couple
rough.
of days, but this one looks like up in the Black Hills. Terry Peak has had some rain on top of the snow. Looks like a little bit of ice there on the chair. Look, 34 degrees at this time. Now, here are some selected cities amounts. And this is as of this morning. There has been a lot added this afternoon, but you can take a look at a couple spots. We got a dousing. Now, Sioux Falls got about 1 1/3 inches, and about the same in Yankton. But here at 4.77 inches, Pierre about 2 inches, Rapid City about 3 inches of rainfall. So some folks, well, maybe you want to say won the lottery, but we also have got some mud, I'm sure, in some of the fields that the farmers are having to deal with. Everything's going to wind down as we go through the nighttime hours tonight. The wind's dying down. The rain showers will break up. We're going to keep a lot of cloud cover, I'm afraid, for the weekend, which means it is going to be a cool Saturday and Sunday. We'll have the weekend forecast in detail in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Jay. Well, just a few areas of western KELOLAND have snow tonight. Meanwhile, across the state line, drivers in Wyoming are dealing with slick roads. That doesn't look fun. The State Highway Patrol posted this video on Facebook of Interstate 80 on the summit area between Cheyenne and Laramie. As you can see, it was a pretty slow go for drivers.
Well, nearly 100 years after the Great Chicago Fire, fire departments across the country continue to commemorate the disaster. Fire Prevention Week is the nation's longest-running public health observance. KELOLAND's Travis Fossing tells us how Sioux Falls firefighters are marking the occasion.
Sioux Falls Fire Rescue and departments across the country are in the midst of Fire Prevention Week.
We focus on fire prevention every day of the year, but we do have that 1 week a year when we can make a focused push to the general public and get our message out in a stronger way.
This year's theme is Cooking Safety Starts With You. Pay attention to fire prevention.
Number one way to cut down on unwanted kitchen fire is to be in the kitchen the entire time you're cooking.
In addition to being
Yep.
present, City of Sioux Falls Fire Inspector Barry Mock says to have a lid or
Yeah.
a cookie sheet nearby when cooking.
It gets too hot or starts on fire, we just put a lid on it, take the oxygen away, and the fire will go out, turn the heat off, let it cool off, and we'll be safe.
Another tip in the kitchen is to establish a kid-free zone of at least 3 feet around the stove or areas where hot food is being prepared.
What?
If something does catch on fire, a smoke alarm is often the first to know. Fire Rescue is partnering with the American Red Cross and Helpline Center to provide free smoke alarms to residents in Sioux Falls. It's been a busy week.
We visited
Yeah, it's going to knock that one down, though.
475 smoke alarms.
It's in the middle of the night and there is something that does unfortunately catch on fire, then hopefully those detectors will be placed such that you'll be able to get woken up, get out of there. So
Firefighter Hudson Johnson spent Thursday installing smoke alarms for a number of grateful residents.
as some people get older and unable to climb a ladder or just maybe a little dangerous for them, by all means call us and we'll come out and love to help out.
A crew willing to lend a hand every week of the year. In Sioux Falls, Travis Fossey, KELOLAND News.
Fire Prevention Week runs through tomorrow. Now, if you're a Sioux Falls resident and would like to take part in the smoke alarm program, we provided a link with this story at KELOLAND.com.
South Dakota's minimum wage will increase in the new year. The new amount coming up.
And we'll show you the transformation a former plumbing supply
All right.
warehouse has undergone in downtown.
Let's see what happens here. Man, I've been a very slow bowling here.
49 in Sioux Falls, 48 in Aberdeen, and 40s out to the west. I'm afraid it's only going to be a few.
Oh my god. What is my stupid arm doing? God, don't throw it like that. I got a 203.
Stay big in your next painting project at Menards.
But I'm not proud of that one. Because I kept on missing the heaven.
For $29.98 per gallon after rebate. Platinum Plus interior paint is a no prep, no prime paint that's made to last. It comes in a variety of colors to match any decor. A gallon of Dutch Boy Platinum Plus interior paint is $36.98 after 11% rebate. Save big money at Menards.
If you overdraw your account,
Alright, game 2 out of 3. Man, I've been having I've been having a rough time.
That one gets an extra day. Somebody got lucky.
like having an extra day grace period. When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
At Papa John's, we never judge a book by its cover. But if the cover is a one-of-a-kind flatbread coated and aged, we try to be
And that's what I was going for.
we say, judge the shell out of it.
That,
Cheddar from
you
Papa,
see?
Only at Papa John's.
That's the one that I am going for.
And it's bigger than ever.
My
Get out
goodness.
to the Bear Friday, October 20th to the 22nd to get the best prices on Great Bear season passes, gift cards, and more. It's all happening at Great Bear Ski Valley. Don't miss out on the huge savings and extra discounts. Get to Oktoberfest and save big on your season passes and more. More details at GreatBearPark.com.
I don't think there's anybody out
Frame
there that
two.
is looking forward to aging. Losing your hair and physically seeing yourself getting older is tough to deal with. I feel better about myself. I can swim, I can golf, and I honestly think it's changed that part of my life.
Don't wait any longer. Christopher's Hair Restoration's total commitment to your satisfaction ensures a comfortable personal experience. They have many hair restoration options that are permanent, natural, and affordable. Schedule your consultation with Christopher's Hair Restoration today.
Some parts of KELOLAND have gotten a real dousing over the past couple of years. One of those
Oh,
spots is
man.
urine. 4 3/4 of
I thought I was going to go a bit light, but I still got it.
4 inches of rain in the urine area.
Alright, well,
And, when it's cool behind that,
I guess I am
good news,
getting there
more
now.
Sprinkles or light showers here this evening, but 47 degrees right now, north wind at 7.
Well, let's change up
That's the
rain
same
modes
view
then.
I was showing you a couple minutes ago. Now we got some more rain coming on in from the northeast. And in the case of downtown Sioux Falls, this is the way it looked during the day today. Not real heavy stuff, But whatever it has been carried along by a north breeze, a bit brisk out there. It's going to be a blustery evening, and we could get a few more light rain showers in Sioux Falls here this evening. Not a great night to be outside as a result. Temperature has been way below normal. Our normal high for this time of year in Sioux Falls is 63.
Frame 3
for the day, 49 degrees, way below normal for this time of year. Here are the rest of the temperatures. Most everybody is in the 40s right now, but I think the big story is we not only have cool temperatures, but see those arrows. That's that big northerly wind that's kicked in. It's not as strong as it was yesterday, but it's enough to cool you down if you're outside and a little bit on the wet side. Here are the peak wind gusts within the past hour, 25 to 30.
Oh, no.
So not as strong
Oh, it
as
was
today,
about
but
to
still,
hit the 6.
it's,
How dare you,
not real
3.4
time
to
outside
stop
here in the
that?
open air. Kelowna live out right
God, are
now,
you
and,
kidding
we
me?
can see the similar
How
system
does it
software is
stop?
now. It's just spinning around like this. That's why I have the north
Where's
winds.
that
We have
dumb
these rain
nail?
showers.
God
They're not real
dang
heavy.
it.
You can see this is the I was just showing you the Redfield live cam there, and earlier I showed you the Watertown live cam, and that's about as
And
good
how
as
are
it
these
gets right
3
in that
front
region.
pins
Let's
didn't
take a
go
closer look at this ocean or
back
something.
there?
Most of the time we always say, our weather comes in from the west.
Well,
This is one
that
of those
doesn't
rare occasions it's
make
not.
sense
Here in Sioux
into
Falls,
it.
you see the rain is actually coming in from
The 1 and the
northeast.
2 is
So kinda
supposed
rare.
to go
It does
in,
happen, and that's what happens. You got one of those big upper level
not to
arches,
stay
systems,
out.
just kind of spins down to our south.
Or is
All
that
right,
it's
here's
not
what should
going
happen this
to
evening on
help?
FutureCast. This is 7 o'clock tonight, and we're starting to see those rain showers break up and die down. There should be light sprinkles or showers this evening, and this is 10 o'clock tonight. Again, a few sprinkles or light showers, and then they're kind of breaking up. We could see a few linger into the morning hours tomorrow. Then those should die out. The white is clouds, so yeah, the rain will end, but unfortunately, those clouds, they're going to hang around for tomorrow and actually much of Sunday as well. For tonight, lows in the 40s. I put breezy out there. North was 15 to 25, so not as strong as it was. Things are breaking up then for tomorrow. We'll see the light morning showers, then a mostly cloudy day. Highs in the low 50s with north wind. Rapid City, partly cloudy, so the western part of the area could get a little bit of sunshine. Sunday, not a whole lot different than tomorrow. We'll talk about that and look ahead to next week in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Jay. Well, after an ice storm took down Arcadia Yellow Tower, work is underway to rebuild. We'll show you the progress coming up.
And showing support for Israel. We'll tell you about an event this
Dude.
weekend and 5 things to know at 5.
Don't do that.
I was in just terrible condition. I decided to come down here and have the guys see if they could help me, and they did. I lost 150 pounds. My final goal
See, it
is
doesn't
to
even
lose
stay
200
up there.
pounds. Limitless Male is going to make sure I do.
It's just around the corner.
The bigger and better than ever Kelowland Living Arts and Crafts Show, October 20th and 21st.
Kelowland artisans and crafters will be displaying their original creations for you to see and buy.
Amazing creations and low prices every hour on the hour.
Join
do
us
have
at the
the,
Kelowland Living Arts
extra
and
one.
Crafts Show, October 20th and 21st at the Remcoder Hotel Exhibit Hall, sponsored by Fonder Sewing.
Don't need a purse to dress for
Get
success.
the ball
They get $1
first.
off admission.
Huh? How did that thing just moved it? Oh. It does not change of that. Doesn't mean I hate. So probably don't change that.
Our view. The Kelowland Live Cam Network, only on KELOWLAND.com and the Kelowland apps.
Do you love working with a team? Reading with your peers in a fun, action-packed environment? Lifescape is hiring
I flew that
occupational
pin.
therapists, and our patients are ready to meet
Which
you. At
I saw
Lifescape,
that.
We understand that OTs can work in many areas, which is why we have
These are
several
really
options
flew
for you
that
to
pin.
choose from. Outpatient or school-based, both come with their unique opportunities, schedules, and pay. Plus, we are offering a $10,000 sign-on bonus. So just go to lifescapesd.org for the details and apply today.
Without health coverage, your world can look like this. But Medicaid changes everything. Doctor's visits, dental checkups, prescriptions, and peace of mind. Find out what Medicaid can change for
Okay.
you. Apply
Apply today at dss.sd.gov.
10 years in the NFL is hard on your body, so is getting older. Limitless Male Medical customizes your treatment plan to address energy loss, weight gain, performance decline, and more. Don't let age or stigma hold you back from feeling your best.
A new generation of storm tracking. KELOLAND Live Doppler HD, sponsored by Lewis Drug. Your first stop.
A former board member of the Adult Day Center of the Black Hills is facing a list of charges, including grand theft and perjury, for allegedly stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxpayer money. Jessica Scott is accused of altering billing documents, which resulted in the overpayment of funds from the South Dakota Medicaid program, Department of Veterans Affairs, and the Department of Human Services. The Medicaid Fraud Control Unit of the Attorney General's Office has recouped more than $477,000. The South Dakota Department of Transportation
There we go.
had an easier time awarding road and bridge projects to contractors.
I knew that it was a good shot.
Below estimates for 6 of 9 projects
That was
on South
perfect.
Dakota highways, as compared to other recent bids that have come in over the project's estimated cost. The commission followed the State Department of Transportation's recommendations to accept 8 of the bids and reject 1. The minimum wage in South Dakota will go up with the new year. It will increase from $10.80 an hour to $11.20 an hour. The minimum wage is annually adjusted by an increase in the cost of living as measured in the Consumer Price Index.
A new event venue is now open in downtown Sioux Falls. Transformed a former plumbing supply warehouse space by Aiken Railroad into
I did
a
throw
high-end
a good
event
shot
space
too.
with 2 large rooms.
But how did it?
And one space we market as the grand hall. It's the ceremony side, so that can seat up to 350 with just chairs for like keynote speakers too. And then we have the dinner side that people can move into after the ceremony or cocktail hour. And the dinner side can fit 350 with tables and chairs.
A look inside the transformation and why the Carpenter Bar Group was originally drawn to the space, coming up in tonight's Your Money Matters at 10. The tallest structure being built in North America this year is in northeastern South Dakota and directly connected to KELOLAND TV. Precision Communications has been hired to help KELOLAND Media Group install a new KDLO TV tower in rural Clark County. KELOLAND's engineer, Brian Beyer, says the new tower will be more than 1,700 feet tall, with an antenna that is more than 100 feet long. Work on the new tower is weather dependent, and crews are hoping to reach 800 feet before winter starts. The 1,800-foot KDLO tower collapsed from ice accumulation during a winter storm last year. You'll find more photos of the project in a KELOLAND.com original by Eric Mayer.
Well, ice not an issue in eastern KELOLAND, but it's still rain in Redfield.
Yeah, Jade's going to tell us what's in that weekend forecast after the break. First, here's a look at your local stocks.
A fire in a backyard fire pit is always fun, but fire is not fun when it's burning out of control in your home. Fire can destroy everything in its path, leaving your family in shock. But that's where Crew comes in. Crew specializes in putting things right again, like it never happened. I'm Kyle from Crew. If you suffer the effects of a house fire, know that Crew can make things better than new. We've got the equipment and the people to handle the job. Crew Construction and Restoration. Call 965-2727 or click crew3r.com.
Carl's Fall Savings Sale is going on now. Save up to 60% on floor displays and one-of-a-kind appliances. Buy an LG 4-piece kitchen package and get a free LG 55-inch TV. Get up to $500 back on exclusive bonus rebates. Save up to $900 on Serta iComfort Eco mattresses.
Yes, I needed that.
Side tables. All TVs and grills are on sale now.
Man, do I needed that part.
Carl's servicing dealer since 1956.
You have a story to tell. That story has a job to do. To be seen. To be heard. To sell.
inspiration and insight. Use persuasion to change behavior. To turn strategy into tactics, tactics into action. To sell. Nobody does that better than Flynn Life.
We're the richest people in the world because we have held on to our way of life so adamantly, generation after generation.
Represent who we truly are, not just here in South Dakota, but on a national stage in New York City is empowering, it's inspiring.
Experience the Lakota people culture, or just Native culture in general. We're still
All right,
here.
We go.
This is our
Well,
land.
why do they keep on saying that?
Celebrating Indigenous
Frame
Heritage
6.
this Sunday night at 10:30.
It's been a gray and blustery day. It's going to be that way for the evening hours. The good news is the heavy
There we go. That was good.
Folks, too much, but still we're going to have some light sprinkles and showers, and still a good north wind out there, gusting 15 to 25 miles an hour. So I'm sure it's a little on the cool side. During the day, we've been at the dam side here in Sioux Falls. This is what it looked like, I should say, at Falls Park. You see that occasional spray of sprinkles and light rain, and that trend is going to continue here during the evening hours. Temperature way below normal, 49 degrees. That's 14 degrees below our average high for this time of year. We have a north wind at 16 with some higher gusts. So, yeah, it's kind of gray and blustery out there. Here are your current temperatures. Most everybody's in the 40s here in the eastern part of KELOLAND. See those arrows? That is the north wind that is kicked in. It's going to slowly diminish as the center of that low pressure system, which is out here, as it moves away to the east, we'll see the winds start to ease, and we'll see the showers and sprinkles start to break up. Some places, again, got a good dousing. Look for the areas in yellow and red. That's where you had the heaviest rain. Here at, 4 3/4 of an inch. Sioux Falls, much less, inch and about a third. And we've added on just a little bit during the day today, maybe a 1/10 of an inch or so. But in any event, we had a pretty good dousing in some places, western and southern South Dakota. KELOLAND Live Doppler. We have nothing for lightning right now. We have these light showers generally heading toward the Highway 14 corridor. Here's Redfield, as you just looked at that in the live cam. Huron, which got a dousing, is going to get a little bit more rain here over the next couple of hours. And Watertown, some light showers just between there and Brookings. That will all break up as we go through the overnight hours tonight. Here's what we are looking at. The Futurecast says those showers will break up and leave us by tomorrow morning. We're just looking at cloud cover. So, 7-day forecast for Sioux Falls. We will see the showers come to an end early tomorrow morning. Then we'll keep the clouds. A low of 53 in Sioux Falls. Wind's not as strong as today. On Sunday, mostly cloudy in the morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon, but still cool, 52 degrees with a northerly breeze. A little warmer, low 60s by Tuesday and Wednesday, but then another cold front with showers followed by cooler temps for Thursday and Friday up next week. For the Aberdeen area, will be mostly cloudy for tomorrow. Sunday, mostly cloudy in the morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon. Low 50s for highs in Aberdeen. A little warmer next week, and then a cold front comes through. Showers on Wednesday, followed by cooler temps Thursday and Friday. For the Pierre area, and things will be ending here fairly quickly this evening. Then for tomorrow, 53 to mostly cloudy Saturday, partly cloudy on Sunday, 53. Wow, upper 60s by Tuesday, ahead of that front that brings us showers and cooler temperatures. And in Rapid City, it's going to be a quiet weekend. Clouds actually start to break up late tonight. We'll have a partly cloudy tomorrow, 49, partly cloudy on Sunday, 56, up to 71 on Tuesday. That's the big warm-up you get ahead of a cold front that's going to bring temperatures back down in Rapid City for the second half of the week.
All right, thank you very much, Jay. Well, coming up, it'll be a cold and soggy night for high school football.
How you can watch one matchup next and 5 things you need to know at 5.
New CBS Tonight. If you like The Price is Right at night, and let's face it, you do, we do, feels good, doesn't it? Good news. Are you ready? You're going to love what comes after it. Raid the Cage! The new game where you get out! And you just might. Friday night is game night. Brand new car! The Friday Night Fun premieres tonight, starting at 8, 7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
In Arby's opinion, the cheesesteak is perfect. And you don't mess with perfection. Arby's does. Arby's, we have the
Ouch. Oh,
Well,
jeez.
that was easy. Seamless. Getting everyone online. Backing up company-wide data. Yeah. Our future keeps getting brighter.
Looks like she's enjoying uptime. That's service on the region's most reliable business broadband network, SDN Communications. Enjoy the uptime.
Kiloland winters can get dangerously cold. Help your neighbors in need stay warm this winter. Keep Kiloland warm is calling all coats and scarves, all hats and gloves, all boots and blankets. Keep Kiloland warm is calling on you to clean out your closets. Drop off new and gently used warm winter clothing at any Sioux Falls Lewis store or the St. Francis House. Not in Sioux Falls? Look for a church or organization in your area to help. Open your heart and together let's keep Kiloland warm.
Are you looking for a change? With our recent expansion at Resale Living, we have the largest selections of Myra bags and Brazilian cowhides with new and gently used furniture. From your home to ours, from our hearts to yours.
Sanford Children's Hospital is the region's only freestanding children's hospital. Kiddos are getting excited to see that big, beautiful castle and knowing the wonderful care that they'll get once they go inside.
A children's hospital is not taking adult equipment and using it on kids. It's having specific resources that are designed for children that allows families to stay close to home to get top-notch care.
It's business as usual on the high school gridiron. And business is...
Frame 7.
Sports Zone, Friday nights at 10:15. Sponsored by East River Electric and Excel Energy.
Welcome back. Here are 5 things you need to know at 5 this Friday night.
2 more men are behind bars following an assault in West Sioux Falls.
There we go.
Police believe 25-year-old Dakota Little Thunder and 26-year-old Gustavo Pena Escobar were in a car that followed a man on a bike late Wednesday night. Court documents say the car stopped and a group of men got out and started hitting the bicyclist with a crowbar. That's when things escalated.
To my knowledge, we have not recovered the firearm. These suspects were the ones that were involved in that fight. The victim used a knife to defend himself. They left and came back with a gun and started firing. So that gun, I don't believe we have found yet.
28-year-old Joel Guerrero was arrested shortly after the incident when he showed up at the hospital with knife wounds. All 3 men are charged with assault and stalking. Court documents say Little Thunder is also wanted for assaulting police in Kansas.
South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley has joined attorneys general from 26 other states showing support for Israel. The joint statement says the attorneys general stand with Israel as it defends itself, saying we pray for peace and safety for Israel and the rest of the Middle East.
A prayer vigil will be held Sunday afternoon in Sioux Falls by a group called South Dakotans for Israel.
It will be held at the Elride Shrine at 2 p.m. Organizer Stephen Rosenthal says they're hoping for 2 to 3 people to show up for the event.
All right. I thought it threw a bad one.
You can learn more about the vigil and the conflict that has prompted.
Hey, I got a turkey. Gobble, 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 gobble.
University of Sioux Falls has a new
That was the
athletic
first
director. USF
turkey
John Hart, the current athletic director at Dakota Wesleyan
today.
University, will join the Cougars athletic department on January 1st. Hart has served as AD at DWU since 2016. He replaces Pam Gohl, who resigned in August to work as a deputy athletic director at Minnesota State University, Moorhead.
Well, it's going to be a cool and rainy night for high school football. Here's a live
what?
look at the Brandon
Dude.
Valley versus Jefferson game that kicked off at the top of the hour. Now, due to
I don't know
change
why
in
it keeps on
scheduling, this will be the only
doing that.
live stream game tonight. We'll have highlights from this game and a dozen more on Keloland's Sports Zone at 10:15 Central Time tonight.
Frame 9.
Going to the game tonight, we want to bundle up. Let's get our final check of forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jay Trollback.
Yeah, kind of soggy out there. We're not talking heavy rain. We're just talking mainly showers, but the problem is with the northern winds 10 to 20 miles an hour, and the temperature's only in the 40s now. Yeah, it's going to be pretty chilly out there. You can kind of see Sioux Falls, we're getting some showers now coming back into the city from the east. A little unusual, but that's what happens with that big system inning over us. Then, for tomorrow, we could see a lingering light shower in the morning, maybe a sprinkle. After that, the north winds won't be as strong. High temp tomorrow in Sioux Falls, 53, 52 in Aberdeen, 53 in Pierre, 49 with partly cloudy skies in Rapid City. Thank you for joining us.
Have a good night, Caroline.
Tonight, Israel warns more than 1 million Palestinians to leave their homes. As the Prime Minister warns, this is just the beginning of its assault on Gaza. Hamas tonight saying a convoy of civilians trying to get out were killed in an airstrike. Plus, the desperate search for the hostages. Here are tonight's headlines. The race to flee as hospitals in Gaza are on the brink of collapse.
The people don't know where to go. No safe place in Gaza at all.
Israeli raids begin, targeting Hamas as troops prepare for a ground invasion.
We're just north of Gaza. You can see the smoke off in the distance. The explosions have been nonstop. Hamas has been answering back, firing dozens of rockets and missiles into this region.
Tonight, we're seeing video from the Israeli army of the daring rescue of 250 hostages, as more are still missing.
No doubt many hostages will be killed, but all their captors will be
What?
killed.
Come on!
To the accountant of Hamas.
What the hell is going on? I did put it in all the way.
President Biden
Are you kidding me? No.
Those holding
That trigger on me, that.
in Gaza, you say what?
We woke up to
Are you kidding me?
and a story of heartbreak and hope. We meet the twin boys whose parents were killed
ugly.
while trying to protect them.
This is what we promised each other. When it happens, we'll be there for the family.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us from here in Tel Aviv on day 7 of the war. The big headline today is the evacuation order of more than 1 million Palestinians from northern Gaza, raising concerns of a worsening humanitarian disaster. Israeli planes dropped thousands of leaflets warning residents to leave the area immediately. A pending ground invasion of Gaza appears imminent. The UN says moving almost half the population would result in, quote, devastating humanitarian consequences. The Israeli military also began conducting targeted raids inside Gaza to hunt down Hamas militants and search for the hostages. At the White House, President Biden spoke with the families of 14 Americans who are still unaccounted for following last Saturday's attacks. And the State Department says the first charter flight to evacuate American citizens from here in Israel has landed in Greece. The number of people killed continues to rise, with more than 1,300 in Israel and over 1,900 in Gaza, including 600 children. And today, Reuters videographer Issam Abdallah was killed and 6 others injured by Israeli shelling across the border in Lebanon. We have team coverage tonight from Israel to Washington, and CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb will start us out tonight from Jerusalem. Good morning, Imtiaz.
All right, good evening. Israel's massive airstrikes are continuing tonight as Palestinian families desperately run for cover, and there's no way of knowing how many evacuated from their homes in northern Gaza.
Carrying whatever they can, Palestinians flee their homes in northern Gaza on foot, following Israel's order by leaflets for the more than 1 million people who live there to evacuate. A mass evacuation, the UN says, is impossible. We don't know where we're going, says Ahmed Awad, a resident of Beit Hanun. We are heading south, but don't know where. There's no shelter or anything. We left the house we were living in. God help us. The evacuations have also been deadly. According to Hamas, 70 people, mostly women and children, were killed in an Israeli airstrike that hit a convoy fleeing Gaza City. Since Hamas's deadly rampage across southern Israel, the Israeli military has carried out thousands of strikes across the Palestinian territory, inflicting mass casualties and pushing the already ailing healthcare system to the brink as doctors struggle to treat so many wounded. Israel is now blockading food, fuel, and water, causing even more misery, says CBS News producer Marwan Al-Qurb, who lives in Gaza and fled south with all 15 members of his family. He's now worried about how he'll find food or water for his loved ones. What are you feeling in this moment?
As I am civilian and a father of a family and granddaughters, grandsons, I feel very sad. I'm scared of the future. I think we will not maybe stay long alive.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken, speaking in Qatar today, says the U.S. is trying to ensure the safety of civilians.
Our focus now is on helping to create safe zones.
Tens of thousands of people around the world took to the streets today in support of Palestinians, from Baghdad to Barcelona, as Israel prepares for its ground invasion.
Tonight, Israel has given the Al-Auda hospital in Gaza until dawn to evacuate. According to Doctors Without Borders, the hospital is one of the few still treating patients as Gaza's healthcare system is now near total collapse. Nora.
MTS Taya, thank you. That ground invasion is imminent, and Israeli commandos have started conducting raids to target Hamas militants and search for hostages. CBS's Charlie D'Agata spent the day on the front lines near the Gaza border.
Even under relentless Israeli attack, Hamas unleashed its own retaliation today, firing more than 150 rockets toward the southern city of Ashkelon. It comes as Israeli defense officials said ground forces had launched raids into Gaza for the first time, hunting for militants and more than 100 hostages they're holding. They said the incursion involved tanks and infantry soldiers searching and collecting evidence that would assist in locating the missing. We went to Ashkelon to witness the barrage of Hamas rockets firsthand. That's close. When we heard the air raid sirens, and we got low, followed by a number of loud explosions. That's what it's like in these cities that are so close to Gaza. You hear the air raid sirens, and you've got seconds to take cover before impact. In that attack, this is a chunk of shrapnel that fell out of the sky. Further south, around a mile from the border with Gaza, we found the fighting wasn't just concentrated on city centers, but on the highways too, with remnants of the Hamas fighters behind Saturday's massacres still at large. Israeli soldiers tell us that this is the car of a suspected terrorist who was shot dead. You can see some of the bullet holes here. Nearby, a mass of Israeli firepower and military hardware. Row upon row of personnel carriers, reinforced diggers, and troops preparing for the fight ahead.
And Charlie D'Agata is here with us. You've been covering this region for decades. Have you ever seen that kind of military buildup here?
Oh, not even close. And it wasn't just that area. There was another staging area right across the road, and that was near northern Gaza. We have to assume that these attacks are going to happen. If the invasion happens, when it happens, it's going to happen at different points along that strip. In Gaza, 300,000 reservists have been called up. That just may be a fraction of what's to come.
Charlie D'Agata, thank you. Tonight, the Israeli military says it has notified the families of 120 hostages being held in Gaza. CBS's Holly Williams takes a look at what it will take to find them and bring them home.
New video today from Israel's military claims to show special forces doing battle with Hamas militants on Saturday near the border with Gaza, and rescuing around 250 hostages. On the other side of the border, there'd be even greater risks.
How difficult is it to rescue a hostage from the Gaza Strip?
Yohanan Plesner is a former commando in Israel's military.
Hamas has underground tunnels and basements, but they sure know how to torture and hide people, and they have so many of them, so it will be extremely difficult.
Disturbing Hamas propaganda appears to show the militants mistreating their captives. For relatives of those taken, it's unbearable. Hamas claims 13 hostages held in Gaza have already been killed in Israeli airstrikes, which we cannot verify.
This is the single largest.
Gershon Baskin is an Israeli hostage negotiator who dealt with Hamas directly to help secure the release of a captured Israeli soldier, Gilad Shalit, in 2011. Now he says Hamas will not negotiate. Only Israel's military can free the hostages.
They're going to go in a military ground operation to find and rescue the hostages as much as possible. No doubt many hostages will be killed, but all their captors will be killed, from the top of the leadership to the accountant of Hamas.
That hostage negotiator told us he believes the hostages are not being held in a single location, but are spread out across the Gaza Strip, which may actually increase the chances of finding some of them. Nora.
Holly Williams with that new reporting. Thank you. Today, President Biden turned his attention to the Americans who are still missing since the terror attack last Saturday. CBS's Ed O'Keefe reports the president told them via a Zoom call that he will do everything he can to return them to their families.
President Biden spent more than an hour today speaking to families of the 14 American citizens still unaccounted for. A relative of Judith Tai Renan and Natalie Renan, who are believed to be held by Hamas but alive, according to the Israeli government, tells CBS News the Zoom meeting was positive, reassuring, and that the president shared our pain. Mr. Biden, interviewed by Scott Pelley for Sunday's 60 Minutes, discussed his attempts to get them out.
To those holding American hostages in Gaza, you say what?
I say we're going to do everything in our power to find them, everything in our power. And I'm not going to go into the detail of that, but we're working like hell on it.
There is military personnel at the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem working directly with the Israelis to locate the American citizens. They include 23-year-old Hirsch Goldberg Poland, who was at the music festival attack on Saturday and last seen near the Gaza border, plus 19-year-old Itai Chen and 21-year-old Omer Nutra, whose families are from the New York area and who are members of the Israeli military. Their relatives believe they've been taken hostage.
Why do you feel so strongly about speaking to these families personally on Zoom?
Because I think they have to know that the President of the United States of America cares deeply about what's happening, deeply. We have to communicate to the world this is critical. This is not even human behavior. It's pure barbarism.
It is rare for a president to speak with the families of Americans who may be hostages like he did today, out of concern that it can raise the price on the head and the risk of those being held captive. Nora.
Ed O'Keefe, thank you. And you can see more of Scott's interview with President Biden on this Sunday's 60 Minutes. Turning now to a story of heartbreak and hope. Twin boys surviving the Hamas massacre, shielded by their parents' love. What happened to your family on Saturday?
We woke up to literally hell.
Devere Rosenfeld lived in Kfar Aza, the kibbutz where one of the deadliest scenes in this conflict unfolded. Devere hid with his wife and child, but his sister, Hadal, was murdered trying to feed her twin boys. Do you think that your sister was killed when she left the shelter?
I know for sure that this is what happened. She went out to bring the bottles because he said that there were bottles on the floor, and when she did, they just got into her apartment.
Her body found in the kitchen. Her husband, Itai, found between the beds of their 10-month-old babies who survived.
I know that Itai died trying to protect them, and I can't imagine what he'd been through knowing that his wife just got murdered and his two sons are next to him, and he's the only thing between the terrorists and the babies.
14 hours, the twins were alone.
Yeah. And we got like messages from the neighbors. They heard the twins crying for 14 hours, crying because they basically stayed alone. No food, no water, no nothing.
No one could leave the shelter to go get the babies.
No, their neighbor tried a couple of times, but every time he did, the terrorists just got into his house and tried to kill him as well. I met him outside, and he cried and asked me for forgiveness because he couldn't help. I wanted to leave the shelter.
Oh, come on!
She told me, like, with all due respect, I understand.
What? 8?
But
I pressed
if you do it,
9.
They'll live with no uncle, and he'll live with no father.
There it is.
The hardest choices.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Israeli secret agents finally rescued the babies.
And they were all wet because of the sweating and the crying, and so they changed them the diapers. They took clothes from the neighbors because they didn't know where the clothes are. From the photo, you see them in pink. We didn't know where the pink came from.
Devere took us to meet the twins, their parents not yet buried. A private family, we agreed not to show video of Roy and Guy's faces. The Rosenfelds always believed there would be twins in this generation. And why did you think someone would have twins?
Because it skips generation, and it comes from the mother. And my grandfather, he had 2 pairs of sisters, twins.
And what happened to his sisters that were twins?
All of them died in the Holocaust.
Which makes the survival of these twins an even bigger miracle. Donations tonight pouring in. These strollers, car seats, toys. He looks exactly like Dad. But most importantly, the twin boys are surrounded by a large and loving family.
They'll be raised with a lot of love and a lot of stories about their parents. I think what's important is to tell them that their parents were heroes.
They are alive because of their parents' love for them.
Yeah, exactly.
It might be a blessing.
Amen.
This story just breaks my heart. And as the world remains laser focused on what is happening here, rallies are being held across the country and security is being stepped up. That is coming next.
At least that's a easier way.
At Simply Safe, your safety is the only thing that matters. Introducing 24/7 live guard protection, only from Simply Safe. This exclusive technology allows Simply Safe agents to help stop crime in real time by speaking through the new smart alarm indoor camera. Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on their way. For instant intruder deterrence and faster police response. Police have arrived. Your home is safe. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe. I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift. Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as this may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift. Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Only United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plans come with the U-Card. One simple member card that opens doors where it matters for you.
What if you have to see a doctor away from home?
U-Card gets you in with Medicare Advantage's largest national provider network.
How about using it at pharmacy?
Yes, your U-Card is all you need.
That's easy.
Can it help keep my smile looking good?
Yep, use your U-Card at the dentist. Say cheese. Get access to what matters with the U-Card, only from United Healthcare.
Experience the joy of home suite hosting with help from Ashley. Pay 0% interest for 5 years on guest-approved essentials, starting at just $17 per month. Plus, save on accessories store-wide to finish every look. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
New truck?
Yeah, Schwab's Home Delivery has a new name.
Hello. I think they just. What?
Schwab's Home Delivery is now yellow. Order now at
225. I did better.
Pro-Palestinian demonstrators held rallies.
I was gonna
across
try
the
to
US
stay
today.
calm
They
of
were peaceful,
on
including this
myself.
protest in New York's Times Square. Security's been ramped up, especially at synagogues, after Hamas leaders called for a global day of rage. New York police have ordered all officers to report in uniform, and at the U.S. Capitol, security fencing was put back up as a precaution. House Republicans nominate a hardline conservative for Speaker of the House, but does he have the votes to win the job? And when are they going to vote? Next.
Okay, everyone. Our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Ensure with 27 vitamins and minerals, nutrients for immune health, and Ensure Complete with 30
Mhm.
grams of protein. She found it. The feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. So Tic2 is the first of its kind, once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. For the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding your back gives back. Or finding psoriasis can't deny the
All right,
splendor
game
of
3
these eyes.
out of 3.
Once daily Sotictu is proven to get more people clearer skin than a leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotictu. Serious reactions.
There we go. That was good.
To fight infections, including TB, serious infections, cancers, including
There we go.
muscle problems, and changes in certain labs
Oop.
occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotictu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known that Sotictu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. Ask your dermatologist about Sotictu for clearer skin. So clearly you. Sotictu. It's
Non-drowsy Claritin T knocks out your worst allergy symptoms, including nasal congestion, without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Claritin D.
Had enough? No. Arthritis. Here. Aspercrim arthritis.
Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods. Don't think them too soon.
Keep pain in the Aspercream.
Yes, there we go.
Will it get worse?
Getting there.
Disease I talk to.
Can this be treated? Stop typing. Start talking to a specialized urologist because it could be Peyronie's disease, or PD. It's a medical condition where there is a curving erection caused by formation of scar tissue, and an estimated 1 in 10 men may have it. But PD can be treated even without surgery. Say goodbye to searching online. Find a specialized urologist who can diagnose PD and build a treatment plan with you. Visit makeapdplan.com
Come on.
today.
Let's do this.
Busy tracking widespread rain across much of the region. We'll have the latest rain totals coming up on Kettleland News.
Okay.
Someday, a stunning
Frame 3.
exclusive. I don't know what to believe even now. Legendary UFO journalist George Knapp unlocks his archives to senior correspondent Brian Enton, revealing secrets he's kept for decades. There is a paper
Oh, come on!
that shows that our government
Wow.
has been lying to us.
That was insane.
Some of the secrets he's
Did you see the ball?
until now.
That dummy pin didn't even wiggle or anything. Okay, well, that was weak. God,
There's a new front
that was
runner in the
not
race
even
for House
fair.
Speaker today. Republicans voted to nominate staunch conservative Jim Jordan of Ohio.
Dang.
He went to the top of the
That
list
was
when
a
House
4-pin,
majority
dude,
leader
because
Steve
I
Scalise
kind of
abruptly
knew that.
dropped out of the race
And it
last
went
night.
in the
But
2-pin
Jordan
spot.
still
That was
faces an uphill
crazy.
battle. He is short of the 217 votes he needs to win.
It was the
Republicans
4-pin
went
that
home
pushed
for the
off.
weekend. Millions of Americans will get
My
to see a
God,
rare
I
solar
just got that
eclipse
one.
tomorrow morning. It will be visible from
That was
Oregon to the
unfair.
Texas Gulf Coast, beginning just after 9 a.m. Pacific time. The moon will block most, but
I don't
not
know,
all
that
of
was
the sun's
pretty,
rays, creating a
dumb.
halo effect that is known as the Ring of
But not,
Fire.
but
A message
not
tonight
totally,
from
but
Holocaust survivors after a week of war here in Israel. That's next.
Well, hello.
Strong enamel is your best defense against acid erosion and cavities. That's why I recommend the new Pronamel Active Shield, because it will strengthen your enamel and create that shield around it. I'm excited for this product. I think patients are really going to like it.
This is a hot flash. This is a hot flash.
Excuse me.
But this is a not flash. There's big news for women going through menopause. Veoza, a prescription treatment for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms, the medical name for hot flashes and night sweats. With hormone-free Veoza, you can have fewer hot flashes and more not flashes. Veoza is proven to reduce the number and severity of hot flashes day and night. For some women, it can start working in as early as 1 week. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Increased liver blood test values may occur. Your doctor will check them before and during treatment. Most common side effects include stomach pain, diarrhea, difficulty sleeping, back pain, and hot flashes. Ask your doctor about hormone-free Veoza and enjoy more not flashes. Ultimate Endless Shrimp is here with limited time new crispy dragon shrimp. One of 7 endless choices. Right now, only at Red Lobster. Welcome to fun dining.
Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop Plop is Fizz with Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Flu Relief. Also, Easy Fast Cough Relief.
Oh.
ADT self-setup featuring Google Nest products.
I sneezed so like
System that's backed by ADT's 24/7 monitoring with
no any germs, so that was good.
with no worries. Brought to you by ADT.
Purina One.
Smack it.
Wow.
I
It's proven natural nutrition supports
smack it.
strong immune system and Ginger's healthy heart.
Healthy differences
Had to
today.
pinch got out there, but oh, we'll see.
A difference from day one.
My plaque psoriasis was so bad.
Did you see that pin? It was like wiggling or like nuts here. Like totally.
Who knew they could be connected? For me, Cosentix works on both.
5 years and counting.
Did you know people with psoriasis on the scalp have a 4 times higher risk of developing psoriatic arthritis, which if left untreated can lead to permanent joint damage? Cosentix works on all of this and helps stop further joint damage.
Talk to your doctor. Find something that works for you.
Serious allergic reactions, severe skin reactions that look like eczema, and an increased risk of infections, some fatal to occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen.
Alright,
Still working for me.
let's see. Frame 4.
That can last. Ask your dermatologist about
Okay.
Cosentix.
When it comes to the wrong mattress, you snooze, you lose. At Ashley, we've got you covered with top mattresses.
Oh, I moved to the right a little bit, but I still got it. A stripe.
Shop in store or online today.
Tonight on the Late Show, my guest is John Oliver. As they say in Britain, he's my brother from another governor. Don't say that.
Tonight on CBS.
Yeah, we had 2 of them.
Tonight, as we end the week here, it is
Wow.
hard not to be emotional while here in Israel.
Was that
Meeting
crazy?
people who lost everything. Families, friends, homes, whole villages, kibbutzim. What gave me perspective today was a letter, a message to the world from Holocaust survivors. They wrote, "We must be realistic about the dangers, but we must never despair. That would be a victory for those seeking to destroy us. We promised our loved ones we would never forget and never give up, especially at this darkest of moments that remains our promise and challenge to humanity." It is an important reminder tonight. Thank you. That is tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Nora O'Donnell, reporting from Tel Aviv, Israel. Good night.
We have have some light rain showers. They are light out there, but we also have a pretty brisk north wind right now. Temperatures are cool, so not the greatest evening to be outside. Overnight tonight, we'll continue to see those showers winding down, and the winds will diminish a bit as well. Overnight low 44 Sioux Falls, 40 Aberdeen, 42 in Pierre, 31 in Rapid City. During the day tomorrow, there might be an early morning sprinkle or a shower. Otherwise, it won't be as windy. We'll have a north breeze, 53 in Sioux Falls, 52 in Aberdeen, 53 in Pierre, 49 are partly cloudy skies in Rapid City. We'll keep a lot of clouds here in Eastern Carolina now like tomorrow, but again on Sunday, we'll talk about your weekend forecast in detail in just a few minutes. KELOLAND News starts now.
All right. I know it's been a long stream, but
A rare solar eclipse, so you can watch the Ring of Fire at the Sweetman Planetarium in Sioux Falls.
Plus, helping homeless people in Rapid City, what the city and Pennington County Sheriff's Office are trying to do.
And later, 50 Years of Fears, JC's Fairgrounds Haunted House, a sneak preview of the opening night.
Good evening. The Century Old School in Valley Springs will be closing its doors for good earlier than expected.
The Brandon Valley School District will shutter Valley Springs Elementary at the end of this school year as a cost-saving measure. I found out what went into the decision to close and what's next for the students. The elementary school has been a fixture in Valley Springs since 1922.
You know, I drive by there every day and see the kids all playing, and so yeah, I'll definitely miss seeing everything there.
The school was slated to close in 2025, but this fall's enrollment didn't meet expectations, so the school is closing earlier as part of belt tightening that comes with fewer dollars from the state.
So we have 130 student enrollment shortfall here for this fall. That equates to just over $900,000 in the scheme of things.
The Valley Springs students will attend Brandon Elementary until a new elementary school on the east side of Brandon opens in the fall of 2026.
I would say that it should be
I'll be a couple
transition.
years.
I would anticipate those 65 students fitting in very well there at Brandon Elementary.
A school is a source of identity and community pride for a small town like Valley Springs, which makes the elementary's closing all the more difficult to take.
With the uncertainty of jobs and kids, and I don't know if it's a great idea. I think it's quite a loss.
The building will likely be torn down following the school year, putting its 65 students on
There
a
we
new
go.
educational track. As many locals say, they'll miss the void left behind.
All right.
Now,
I'll
Valley
probably
Springs won't
fix
be
my
left
own
entirely without a
dinner.
school. Long-range plans by the district include building
can
a high
have
school
a
academy specializing
rough.
in either technical education or STEM fields or fine arts. But construction is at least 10 years away until enrollment at Brandon Valley High School reaches capacity.
If you make a minimum wage, you will be getting a raise in January. The state minimum
think I
wage will
did
increase
strike.
from $10.80 an hour to $11.20
Yeah, I did.
an hour on January 1st of 2024. Tipped employees will increase to $5.60 an hour. The minimum wage is annually adjusted by any increase in cost of living, as measured in the Consumer Price Index published by the U.S. Department of Labor.
Whoa!
Identified the woman who died after
I
being
did
struck by a train.
loft on that one,
Police say
not
the
while I
victim
was going
29
for
years old,
to
but
do
they're
that.
not ready to release her
But
name.
I did got
A railroad employee found her body
uh
early Thursday morning.
double strike
Police
though.
are still trying to determine how and when it happened.
A Gregory man with a history of driving drunk is headed to prison for a deadly crash. A judge sentenced 56-year-old Alec Dostal Sr. to 30 years for first-degree manslaughter. In February of last year, he was driving drunk when he crashed into a UTV and killed a person. Prior to the crash, he'd been convicted of DUI 5 times.
A Berkeley
Frame
man is
6.
behind bars accused of downloading and sharing child pornography. A police report says an online investigation identified an IP address which led investigators to 26-year-old Blaine Mahoney. Court documents say he admitted that he's been downloading child porn since he was 15. Mahoney's first court appearance
Perfect.
is scheduled for Monday.
Turkey. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Meteorologist Jay Turbeck.
That's me.
Wind and rain still a factor as we head into
Jay
Yeah,
Trollback.
we're heading outside, Perry. We still have a fairly brisk north wind. We've got light rain, but it's kind of wind driven because you have north winds right now, 17 miles an hour with higher gusts in Sioux Falls. 49, that's our high for today, by the way. Way below normal for this time of year with a little bit of that drizzle, that spray still out there. It's a little bit heavier, not so much in the Watertown area. The heavier showers, and again, they're not very heavy, but just to the west of Watertown. 45 degrees there. You see the damp streets. In Redfield, it's rainy. You can see maybe some of the leaves shaking around there on the trees. And out to other parts of Kelowland, like Rapid City, we have thicker clouds right now. Rapid City might see a sprinkle, but we're going to see the clouds break up during the day tomorrow in Rapid City as that system slowly pushes off to the east. That's what it looks like at Terry Peak. That is snow. Just a few flakes left right now. 33 degrees. Kelowland Live Doppler, we do have a few showers, and they are light. And the main part of the area, Redfield down to Huron. Huron got soaked over the past couple of days. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
And even Sioux Falls getting some sprinkles right
Frame
now. For tonight, it's going to be
7.
cool. North winds 15 to 25, dying down overnight. And just those light showers, which like overnight.
Oh,
In the 40s. Rapid City
I got
cooler.
lucky, but I will take it. Hambone. Take it whatever. Take it whatever you can get.
Partly cloudy and 49. Temperatures will be about the same on Sunday as well. A little bit warmer next week. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Jay. Well, we are following breaking news this evening. A judge has granted a preliminary injunction in the lawsuit against the Sioux Falls School District for eliminating the gymnastics program. The ruling says the district cannot sell equipment and must have gymnastics as a sport this winter as the case makes its way through federal court.
There will be a rare sight in the sky tomorrow as a ring of fire eclipse can be seen across the country.
Frame
Kelowland's Julie
8.
Lynch takes us to the Washington Pavilion and the Sweetman Planetarium in Sioux Falls, where they are hosting a special viewing event.
Perfect.
Since opening last month, the Sweetman Planetarium has been offering unique, in-depth look at our solar system. Here's a sneak peek of what viewers will see tomorrow.
So this event, our Ring of Fire Eclipse event, is kind of our dream when it comes to the planetarium. We want to be able to offer these educational but fun experiences for our community that kind of expand what we've been able to do before.
Planetarium operator Matt Fleshy says even if clouds are present, they'll be live streaming the eclipse from the optimal locations throughout the country.
Normally we would like excellent weather conditions for viewing anywhere, but anywhere where we'll be getting clouds, like we will likely tomorrow, you can still get a really fantastic view from the planetarium.
That is
the top to bottom dome
5 strikes in a row.
8K, which is higher definition than any
Yeah,
regular
see.
TV.
Young and old, everyone will get something out of it. The visuals are wonderful, and we'll have programming in our maker spaces as well that connects to the eclipse.
Although the sun will be partially blocked in the eclipse, if you choose to look at the sun, you are encouraged to wear eclipse-approved eyewear. In Sioux Falls, Julia Litt, Kelowland News.
You can buy the eclipse-approved eyewear at the Washington Pavilion if you choose to try and watch the event outside. After tomorrow, the next eclipse is predicted to happen in early April of 2024.
The Rapid City Firefighter Challenge team is the 7th best squad in the world. The team traveled to Martin County, Florida on October 3rd through the 8th for the World Finals of the Firefighter Challenge. Now, this competition pits teams from around the world against each other to try and get the fastest time across a variety of events. The end result was a final team time of 4 minutes, 51 seconds, ranking the team as 7th in the world and with several team members breaking personal records.
Rapid City and the Pennington County Sheriff are partnering up to help people who are homeless. The mayor and sheriff held a joint press conference this morning. Kelowland's Tyler Louder shares their call to action.
Among those who need it most,
Six-pack.
This meeting between the city and the county here in Rapid City.
We want people to prosper.
Finally.
All people. But you can't force them. You hope there's opportunity for them to take advantage of. And sometimes they need a little help. That's why we have mental health services. That's why we have substance abuse services, which are a big part of our challenges.
Sheriff Brian Mueller and his deputies have seen an increase in younger people in these situations.
We need to work together with these individuals to help them work towards a positive change in their lives. But we're definitely seeing an increase in younger people and an increase of people from other communities.
And this joint resolution between the city and the county isn't just to kind of do a good deed.
All right.
It is to help reduce the number of homelessness here in Rapid City and help those get back on their feet.
Uh-oh. Oh,
are having
man.
a tremendous impact. And as a community, if we were to get behind some of those,
Oh, well.
focus, get behind some of those, what impact could we have?
Recovery programs such as Ignite have shown success and can be used as a positive example.
So I think we owe it to do our part to help the people that want change to change their trajectory, and we're making big strides in that with the Ignite program currently.
Both sides in this joint resolution want to help those in need as best as they can. In Rapid City, Tyler Lauder, KELOLAND News.
Mayor Solomon will take his resolution to the Rapid City Council on Monday.
Rain showers and the winds will be dying down overnight, but it's still going to be fairly cool for your weekend. That forecast is next.
And coming up after the break, spooky season is upon us. We'll take you inside a haunted house that opens up tonight.
And later, it's been a wet October. Find out how just much moisture we've received.
The exclusive sponsor of KELOLAND News at 6 is Autoland. Thank you to our customers for voting Autoland Sioux Falls local best dealer for 12 consecutive years.
Want to update your flooring before the holidays? The floor store at Montgomery's has the flooring you want. And the time to buy is now. Over 50 styles of carpet and vinyl plank flooring in stock and ready to install before the holidays. Buy with confidence with our price match promise. Plus, free estimates and interior design service through October 30th. In Sioux Falls, Madison, Watertown, and Aberdeen.
We are KELOLAND, your home. A place of beauty we all know. We love our country, but it's here we call our own.
There it is.
KELOLAND, your home. So shout it from the mountains to spaces far and wide. There's never been another place so big, so alive, with a millions of colors on a canvas of our own. We are KELOLAND, your home. 70 years come and gone, we're still here, going strong. We are KELOLAND, your home.
At Medica, we love being there for people on Medicare. With affordable premiums, a large provider network, and dental benefits to keep you smiling. Call 1-800-354-9770 to learn more. That's 1-800-354-9770. With a Medicare plan from Medica, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
Yes.
Welcome back. Halloween may still be 18 days away, but it's never too early for some
2:58.
treats, especially on Friday the 13th. And you can
Now
find
that
plenty of
is a
frights
good
when
way
you open
to
JC's
finish that.
Haunted House. KELOLAND's Lauren Solon gives us a sneak preview of what scares they have planned for their 50th anniversary.
50 years of fears, and the JCs are celebrating with a circus-themed haunted house.
I'm not normally scared of clowns, but maybe after today I will be.
The JCs began building this trap of terrors in September to gear up for their Friday the 13th opening night.
Expect to see clowns, and you never know who shows up at the circus.
Okay. Now, these scares aren't just for fun. The haunted house is also the biggest fundraiser for the JCs.
Part of the money goes to pay for the haunted house, new props, stuff like that for us. Part of it goes towards just our office maintenance, rent, things like that. But a large part of it goes to all of our other community projects. Our next one being
holiday gifts for kids. So kids and families that are in need, they will benefit from this.
Young leaders showing off their scary skills for a good cause.
And that's what the JCs are all about, is that we're a young leadership organization. So it's cool to see them step up and chair a big event like this.
Okay. That's where the fear of clowns starts.
At the fairgrounds in Sioux Falls, Lauren Solik, KELOLAND News.
The hauntings begin at 7 o'clock tonight in the Arts Building at the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds. Tickets can be purchased both online and in person. Now, if you bring at least 3 cans of food with you, you can get a discount on those tickets. For more information about the haunted house, follow the link under this story on KELOLAND.com.
Way to take one for the team, Lauren.
Yeah, she came back to the station pretty rattled. but it kind of helps, I think, to have the light from the camera kind of shining.
Yeah, but they've done that for years, and they always do such a good job.
They really do. Yeah, it's truly
great thing about Sioux Falls. I want to show you a couple spots in KELOLAND. We got soaked last night or yesterday and today. One of those places is Huron. 4 3/4 of an inch of rain, and it's raining again. Just light showers right now. 47 degrees, north wind at 17. This is what it looked like today in Sioux Falls. We got some light rain showers, not real heavy. We picked up just under 1.5 inches over the past couple of days, but you know what? It's raining again right now. And some of the folks out on the football field, I'm sure, not too happy about that. 49 degrees, that's the warmest we've been all day long in Sioux Falls. And north wind at 17. Actually, gusts have been up around 30 miles an hour, so it is not a pleasant evening to be outdoors. Things will get better, but only incrementally. Tomorrow, a few light rain showers, sprinkles or light showers is what I should say, mainly in the morning here in the eastern part of KELOLAND. Then a mostly cloudy day. North breeze, not as strong as today. Highs in the low 50s, only a little bit warmer than today. Then on Sunday, mostly cloudy in the morning, partly cloudy.
All right, so
a light north breeze. Our highs in the low 50s, still close to 10 degrees below normal for this time of year.
So I will.
Temperatures return to normal by midweek. In the case of Sioux Falls, we're talking low 60s, but then another cold front comes through. Chance of some rain with a front that's going to cool us back to the 50s for the end of next week. All right, here's what we've had, right? Well, we are 49 right now in Sioux Falls. See those arrows, though? That's that north wind. It's not as strong as it was, but we are 15 miles an hour to 30 mile an hour gusts right now across the region. So it's not real pleasant out there. Now, I did want to talk about the rainfall total. Some places got a real soaking. I talked about before about Huron. Sioux Falls got about 1 1/3 inches through this morning and then a little bit more this afternoon and this evening. But some of these other places, look down in south central South Dakota, we saw some 5-inch amounts out of this thing. And even Rapid City, close to 3 inches of rain. So some folks got soaked and some folks still getting some light showers right now. They're not very heavy. It's kind of interesting. Now that the low pressure system has passed, we're getting our weather from the east, not the west. It's a little unusual, but that's what we have right now. So you can see the light showers in Sioux Falls, a little bit heavier band, Redfield down to Huron, which we're just looking at on the live cam there. But Sioux Falls is still getting a few light showers with that north wind. It's not a pleasant evening out there, but better stuff is ahead. We're going to see the system wind down as it pushes on to the east and gets out of KELOLAND. We'll start to see that take place this evening. Watch as these patches of green. That's 7 o'clock this evening. You do see the way they kind of break up, dissipate, go away. That's 10 o'clock tonight. And then by tomorrow morning, maybe a lingering sprinkle or two. That's about it. The white, though, that's clouds. We're going to keep those clouds much of the day. So it's not going to be a bright day at all for tonight. We'll see lows in the 40s, north winds 15 to 25 miles an hour, rain showers dying down, breaking up. Then tomorrow we will see maybe a lingering sprinkle or light shower in the morning, then a mostly cloudy day, highs only in the low 50s. At least it won't be as windy as today. Sioux Falls mostly cloudy in the morning on Sunday, partly cloudy Sunday afternoon, 52 for the high. Then we warm up the middle of next week, but then another cold front comes through on Wednesday with some rain showers and cool us right back to the 50s. For the Aberdeen area, low 50s this weekend with mostly cloudy skies, a little warmer by the middle part next week, but then another front comes through with some showers and cools us back down. For the Pierre area, partly cloudy to start next week, and then we warm up and then we cool back down Wednesday, cold front, and then it's back down to the 50s by Thursday. And in Rapid City, it's going to be a quiet weekend out there. In fact, they will start to see some sunshine. Partly cloudy tomorrow, 49. Partly cloudy Sunday, 56. Back to 71 on Tuesday before another front comes through.
A new generation of storm tracking. KELOLAND Live Doppler HD, sponsored by Lewis Drug. Your first stop.
It's just around the corner.
The bigger and better than ever KELOLAND Living Arts and Crafts Show, October 20th and 21st.
KELOLAND artisans and crafters will be displaying their original creations for you to see and buy.
Amazing creations and door prices every hour on the hour.
Join us at the KELOLAND Living Arts and Crafts Show, October 20th and 21st at the Ramona Hotel Exhibit Hall, sponsored by Fonder Sewing.
Donate a purse to Dress for Success and get $1 off admission.
So, you want to do something different? Want to take the road less traveled? Which may not be a road at all. Maybe your comfort zone has gotten a little too comfy. Maybe it's time you don't know what's around the corner. Time you taste a new horizon. Let mystery be your guide. There's so much South Dakota, so little time.
Oktoberfest.
All right, guys. So
Great Bear Ski Valley, and it's
I will be live streaming again on Sunday because I'm gonna record on my tablet since I did delete those. The one I showed to you on September 30th and October 7th, but it is on both of the live streams. So if you want to see it, just go ahead and go to my live stream so you can play that. So on September 30th and October 7th. So yeah, go ahead. It is there and it's saved. So I will see you guys on Sunday, and I will let you guys know how I did. But I will tell you right after the end. So, all right. See you guys later, and I'll see you guys on Sunday.